What up?
What up?
What up? You're listening to What Up Eugene. Thank you to Dan Koss for that intro submission. Dan, longtime fan of the show, first-time writer, says he doesn't really like the What Up bit we've been doing, so he wanted to make his own. Personally, I wasn't open to submissions, but I think Dan's like one of those Make-A-Wish kids, so I went ahead and put it in anyways. We'll see if it makes it into the next episode. I'm Lars Schweighauser. I'm joined by Kassidy Zuniga and Dan Koss, different Dan Koss.
The dying Dan Koss.
the
dying little boy with the one wish of making an intro.
He did his bestest.
It was grand. I liked it. I thought it was good.
It happened.
I never said I was strongly against the original What Up?
No, I made a joke there. I did the whole.
joke.
You didn't really submit an intro either. You just said, "Hey, do you want to use this?"
My head's all over the place because of all that snow, Lars, I guess.
Daniel Koss, don't lie to me. You were not in Eugene during the time of the snow. It's literally snowing outside, and I see all these pictures of him on Florida. Oh, were you?
Yeah, because I watched his live video walking through his neighborhood.
Oh, were you?
Looking
Okay.
at deer.
See, I wasn't sure because I knew you were gone the week before, but you started posting pictures during the time of the snow, and I was like, is he still enjoying the fucking sun? This goddamn bitch.
No, I got back.
This show is marked explicit.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, they all are.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to cuss.
So it was like a shit and snow, and so I was in Florida, and then the next day I got here, and it was snowing when I woke up, and I was blown away. I had a little bit of a winter wonderland, as some saw.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is how it happened for me. I had Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I had work all 4 days. I didn't know it was like, until I woke up Sunday, I didn't know it was going to be cold and snowing. Mm-hmm. And the next 3 days, it was like, hey, the roads are going to be icy. The buses are going to be delayed. So I woke up like an hour early every day to check if the buses were delayed. And there was no ice in the street. And every day people were like, I know there was no ice yesterday, but it's really serious. For real, today there's going to be ice in the street. Even I didn't work Thursday, but they were still saying that shit Thursday. And every day the roads are perfectly fine. So don't listen to people. People in this town lie to you.
Eugene was prepared this time.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't last time.
I heard they're like prematurely salting the streets now. They haven't done that before because it's bad for them. So that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
It worked out, though.
Yeah.
Well.
Our guest.
I said Kassidy Zuniga.
I'm here.
Hi, Kassidy. How are you
I
doing?
kind of zoned out for that weather talk, but I'm back.
I'm sorry. Did you not enjoy discussing weather with us? Because we had so much fun.
I work in an office. I discuss it enough. It happens every day.
Dan Koss, it has been too long. It's been 3 weeks. Now, those listening at home that haven't noticed because we recorded a week early, but it's been a little while, and it's been a full month since we last had Kassidy in here. We were planning.
I don't think that's true.
It has. Well, it's been 4 weeks. I mean,
I don't
February.
think it has.
I don't know what day of the week we recorded. We're recording Wednesday now.
Check the transcripts.
I'm going to check these
We record
timestamps.
every other week, Dan, and we haven't recorded with Kassidy for one whole episode, which is 4 weeks ago.
We recorded the week before you went to Florida.
We must have been 2 weeks before because we recorded the other episode the week before.
I forgot about Derek.
You
Hello,
forgot
Derek.
about Derek. Well, yeah.
Aww. It was a good episode too.
It was.
Derek was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently Bijou's homie, so that's cool. It's always, all these people in Eugene know each other. How weird is that?
It's pretty crazy.
Eugene is small.
Let's talk about Eugene. Well, should we? Maybe we should talk about alcohol first.
Yeah, because we put out a post on Instagram.
Dan made a post.
And we got a response from...
A response.
Evie Hill replied. So Dan posted, and this is what Dan... It was a very nice looking post, and it says, "What should we drink next?" And a good friend of the show, Evie_Hill on Instagram, actually replied, "Try a gluten-free beer." Now, you have to understand that they have celiac disease. They are like a legitimate gluten-free person. It will probably kill them or whatever. I don't know. And also, they turned 21 like 3 weeks ago, so they're really into this whole being allowed to drink thing. It's very exciting. So they said try gluten-free beer, and I said, do you have any recommendations? And they said, I've never tried it. So I bought the only gluten-free beer I could find, which is the Mission. I went for the IPA. They also had the Pale Ale at Capella's. And that's what we're going to review, and I guess I will start that theme song now.
The peer-reviewed beer review. Here we go.
Hey, Daniel, can I have a beer?
Oh, of course.
Would you pass me a beer,
Of
please?
course.
Daniel has already opened his beer, which is fine.
It's not my responsibility to...
Butler.
I'll do that out of manners. There you go.
Thank you.
I say omission.
Oh, omission, that's fine.
That's just how I say it.
That's how I've heard
Omit.
it said too.
Would you say omit?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay, I've never heard that before.
Well, how do you say it?
Omit.
Oh, omit.
Like omit needless words.
You're saying omission like...
Omit needless words?
Like,
omit.
like the
Omit.
Amish.
No, omit. 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 Omission. Omission. I don't know. Look, I pronounce a lot of words wrong. So let's talk about 6.7%, which for gluten-free beer, I want to say, this doesn't say gluten-free. It says crafted to remove gluten, whatever the
Oh.
fuck that means.
They have a magnet on the picture.
That means they're sucking the gluten out with a magnet somehow, even though gluten isn't magnetic. I'm not really understanding that, but that's fine.
I don't know if gluten is important in beer, but this tastes like hoppy water.
That's all it is. Yeah.
So, dear omission, what are you doing? I want my money back
Lars,
immediately.
you got to hold on because this tastes
Do you
way
like it?
better than the other one I had. There's some sort of like gluten-free beer company out there, and they have like a blue tractor for a logo. That was terrible.
I want to say this. Daniel Koss made the post on Instagram, and it was our first ever like actual comment of feedback we've gotten on Instagram. And for like the last week, he was convincing me, please don't make us drink gluten-free beer on the show. He's like, it's bad. I've had it. It's bad. It's not good. He was like, Cassidy's bringing different alcohol. We don't have to do the gluten-free thing. And I was like, dude, someone asked us to do this.
No, that's important.
Yeah.
I'm also drinking cider, which is gluten-free as well. So
I also have a separate
Yeah.
drink.
She's drinking a Ginger Ninja by Two Towns, and she also brought what
Oh,
is
okay.
the other thing? We're not reviewing these, but
So-
let's just let the people know.
This is Argus, whatever. It's called Apple Bomb. I'm not going to read that middle word. It's big. It's good.
Don't
It's-
spill it.
It's like an apple sour. I will do what I want. I thought that, okay, so at Capella's they have like a bottom row that's supposed to be gluten free, and they had Ginger Ninja down there, but I was unsure because this is the only one that says gluten free like on
Right.
the label really easily. I almost brought a cider that we probably would have enjoyed better.
that's fine.
We'll do that next time.
I've never been to Capella's.
Really?
Hey Cassidy, do you have one of these open?
No.
I need you to open one of these.
Why?
Because we're doing the peer-reviewed beer review. You've been on the show like 100 times.
You can just have a sip. We're both
Yeah.
on a thing. This episode is sponsored by Diet Bet.
It's not.
It's the latest app where you and your friends put in a little bit of money in a pool, and you have to lose 4% of your body weight in a
4
month.
weeks.
In 4 weeks.
Hey, Dan,
Yeah.
do you know what I have been thinking to myself? I've been at work, and I'll talk to, a customer will be like, hey, what's going on? How are you? Just like casual small talk. And I really want to be like, oh, I'm doing really great ever since I switched to a Lisa mattress. I'm sleeping a lot better. Like, I just want to start putting advertisements in other people's lives.
You got to do Blue Apron.
Oh, I'm going to do all of it. I'm going to be like, yeah,
Or,
I've been feeling a lot happier since I switched to Ting. My mobile data plan,
What's-
it's a lot cheaper.
What's the one that Scott
I pay as I
Ackerman
use.
does? The clothes
Oh,
or the
bonobos.
the tux rental one.
Oh, I've heard that
When
one.
I'm getting ready for an event, like they send me the tux, I try it on. If it doesn't fit, I send it back. Like
He does
Isn't that
promos
Men's
the
Warehouse?
no, it's some service that specifically does tuxes through the mail.
I feel like Men's
It's weird.
Warehouse has that
It's
as
not
an
Men's
option.
Warehouse. It's a different. This is
Out of all the
interesting.
podcast promos, Squarespace is one that I do use.
I've thought about it for sure. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this beer real quick. Can we focus on this? I'm gonna give it. I'm just gonna say C-. You know what? IPAs are about flavor. I'd rather have an IPA that has a really strong, unpleasant flavor than one that has no flavor.
What I'll say about this is,
Mm-hmm.
I have a oil diffuser, like humidifier at home, and so you buy the like oil, like lavender or whatever scents. Like if there was a beer one, it would be like it's such a strong beer flavor, but it's like watery. It's not.
I could see that.
So
Yeah.
if you want to have your house smell like beer, you could probably pour this in a
Yeah,
diffuser.
that would be an
I
option.
wonder if hops is an essential oil out there.
Probably.
Have you eaten hops before? Someone was growing. A friend of ours in Portland had some in their garden, and like if you chew, it's good. It tastes like beer when you chew it. It's
Huh.
weird. It's
That's
pretty
believable.
interesting. No, I know, but it tasted good. It was interesting.
I should try it. I am in Eugene. It's like there's got to be some of
Yeah.
that somewhere.
I had an idea for a recipe for it too, like roasting it or doing so. I can't remember.
So you're gonna become one of them.
Yeah,
You're gonna start doing the
start my
homebrew.
own.
Welcome to
yeah.
the recipe corner.
Right?
You don't know what it was. Ooh, you could do like
It was like months ago.
you could do like pot and beer cookies.
Yeah, you could.
Could be kind of fun. I
Can
don't
you
know.
make, can you make beer cookies? I know you can make pot cookies.
Well, with the hops, right? If it tastes
Oh,
like beer, right? I mean, why not? Try it out.
I suppose you can.
You can put beer batter. That's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give this
Oh, I grabbed the wrong one.
Omission
Whatever, however you want to say it.
Brewing Company IPA. I'm going to give it a C+.
Okay, Cassidy, we're doing a letter grade scale. I don't know if you've caught that memo.
Yeah,
We're lazy now.
I was on an episode where we did that.
Okay, how do you...
The last episode I was on, we did that, so thanks for remembering.
Good track record, Lars.
Well, some people forgot a lot about the show.
I also listened to every episode, so I'm sure you could have guessed that I would know. But
I can make a lot of guesses.
Yeah.
One of Derek's quiz questions was literally, what is the name of the show?
Oh, he got it wrong. He said,
He
"What's up,
did!
Eugene?"
Oh no, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah, we gave him the point.
That's why I asked it. I
Dan-
knew no one would get it.
Dan said that Derek was the only one to ever get all 5, but you know who got all 5? Michael McCarthy.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he got all 5.
He's a smart cookie.
Yeah, he is, and I think a couple other people might have. I think.
I don't think so, though.
No, because we had some really easy beginning trivia.
Oh, okay, maybe.
Yeah. Well, let's try to stay on track. We're getting distracted already.
C+ from Dan.
I've got a C-.
C+. Lars Schwarzer.
C-.
C-.
That is how you say it too.
I say that I don't like it myself, but people with celiac have a really hard time trying to find things and like enjoying life.
Now,
so
can they drink straight liquor? Like, can they drink grain alcohol?
Well, actually, I don't know. Actually, I would assume they can.
Here's the deal: if you have celiac and your choice is this beer or being sober for the rest, I guess you could just like smoke some pot or do some meth. Like, beer's not such a fun experience.
If a celiacian person needs to drink some beer, they're gonna explode.
I think they can drink. I think they can drink wine though.
I think they
right?
can. I think.
I know 2 people with celiac.
Well, because
Brett's aunt has it, and she has it so bad that she has to have special shampoo because they use binders and shampoos and lotions and stuff that have gluten.
Okay.
And she'll come out and like her hair will start falling out, like it's nuts.
Ooh.
So like when she goes on vacation, she has to pack like snacks and stuff and extra things because even going out to eat, like if she doesn't know exactly what's in it, it won't work for her. Our other friend doesn't have it as bad, but like. He drinks this stuff and he likes it just because it tastes enough like beer that it feels like beer. But like if he drinks regular stuff, he's like puking for days. Like he gets really sick.
I never actually knew what happened to a celiacian person.
Yeah, yeah. Brett's aunt, like her throat will start swelling up and stuff. Like it's serious. It's
Oh
scary.
yeah, no,
and
it's violent.
yeah, I know. Like the gluten free, like the glutard, like
The
joke.
glutard?
Yeah,
I've never heard that.
yeah.
That's a good one.
It's definitely like a bias, but for people who have it, like it's a big deal. Like you can't have gluten, you know. So, and I don't eat it as much as I used to, and I've noticed that it does make me feel better too. Like just your body can't process it very well.
Or some way
people,
to be.
yeah.
Well, what is your review? You danced around that so delicately.
So I'll say a B, I guess, because I think it's cool that it's of option for.
Dan's doing some calculations in his head. He's doing this excellent. He's doing a whole bit that
I
you
can
can't
see that math meme above your head.
I would love to get that on Instagram. But
I think
I'm too lazy.
that's a C
Carry
or a
the
C+.
Carry the
Yeah.
Carry the C.
I really wish that
C for celiac.
I really wish she hadn't given it a B because I wanted it to get a C minus. But We'll call it a C plus, a dead C plus.
I also like the packaging. I think it's very clean and nice.
Thank you, Cass, because I was thinking that as soon as you flourished the 6-pack in front of us, Lars.
I flourished it.
I first noticed.
Dick out, 6-pack out. I was flourishing.
I like that Nickelodeon slime green tops with the big old white O.
I like that they have the green caps. You know, that really says I'm going to drink some shit beer in a second.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm like a moth to a flame with this color.
With shit beer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you did bring on that pelican last time.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Your American spirits are like the same exact color.
So they are.
Peer pressure. Are you ready to try your first
pressure.
Are you ready to try your first cigarette?
Ooh. No, there's only one
Here,
left
give me
in that one. Let's move into... That's very accurate. Let's move into...
What the hell was that? You just do a one-man show all of a
I
sudden?
did
Yeah. You know what? It was
That
a
was a
lot like he
cigarette
was doing a bong rip, but it was supposed to be a cigarette
I actually... Do you know the movie Ghost? This is random.
Oh,
but-
yeah, I saw that recently.
thing with the clay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Brett and I were trying to figure out what to do on Valentine's Day, and we were like, maybe we should see a play or something, like that would be fun. And we were looking at places, and there was one that was Ghost the musical.
No way.
Oh my god.
Wait, here in Eugene or Portland?
Yes, in Eugene.
We're at
Wow.
the tiny little theater.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, and Brett and I.
The
it
very
was,
little
It was
theater?
one where
Whatever.
I can't remember what theater it was, but it was one where they give you food, like you have an option to eat too.
Oh.
And Brett and I were like, this would be like super cringe worthy and probably really funny to watch. but then we were both terrified that we'd be the only ones there and having to like react to the performance.
Oh my God,
like,
could you imagine?
So we're like, let's just not do that.
I don't want to see that.
Well, have you guys ever been to the Very Little Theater?
I've been to the
No.
Very Little Theater, yes.
I've never been. How is it?
It's very little. It's that's what it is. You
It's in
know,
the name.
imagine the size of like, I don't know, the Wildish Theater or I don't go to a lot of theaters in town, but if you imagine the size of a regular theater in town, the stage is like about a quarter the size of the Wildish. It's quite little.
Oh, okay, because the
It's-
Wildish is a pretty good.
That's why I started with
sized.
that, and then I went was the actual size of the Very Little Theater.
You weren't living here when we. I don't think. I think you were still in California when we went to Evil Dead the musical there.
I wanted to go to that.
Yeah, it was really funny. I really liked it.
We
I
have
was in the splatter zone.
we have a very exciting subject for this episode, and our audience has waited a month at this point, and I've received angry fan mail
I
about
don't
this.
prove it.
I'm not going to. In the same way that Dan didn't prove the fan mail he got on Tumblr.
It's there.
4
You
weeks
just-
ago.
You just don't know how to
You know, I
check a
actually
Tumblr.
I did check our Tumblr PMs. You know what I did? I did some CSS work. That's right. I know a little bit about Cascadian style sheets on our Tumblr, and I gave us a Google Play badge and an iTunes badge. So you can click them and they go to the show in the respective Google Play and iTunes.
Bully to you.
Yeah, thank you. They are not the same size, and it makes me so angry, and I spent like 3 hours trying to get them the same size, but it's actually illegal to resize the Google Play badge.
Do you have Photoshop?
No, the problem is like
You could make the iTunes one as big as the Google Play one.
well, so I did the styling. I just did the pixels and the styling.
Oh.
The problem is that like the link to it is also the link to the badge picture. So I'm not hosting it, so I can't edit it.
Right.
And you're not allowed. Like you're actually, it's against terms of service to use a custom image. So I was trying to resize the display box,
makes
but it
sense.
wasn't really working.
Websites.
Yeah. We're going on a website called Craigslist. We're going to read. We talked about misconnections. We're going to read them. We're going to read personals. We're just going to find some really funny stuff. And we are going to be making fun of these people. We're not going to share their personal information. And I want it to be known they posted this publicly on the internet. So they've done it to themselves.
So that makes it okay.
Yes. That's, of course.
I just quoted the movie You've Got Mail, Tom Hanks line.
Oh.
Wow. Good job.
I don't know if I've ever
Oh no,
seen
that was Joe versus the volcano. My bad.
Where?
a common mistake.
Another Tom Hanks Meg Ryan picture.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Let's, I'm going to start in misconnections. Do you guys already have some screenshots for us ready to go?
I do. In fact,
Oh.
so I mostly perused for the content of this show 5 minutes before we started recording.
Of course. Classic.
The male misconnections, male looking seeking female,
Of course.
because they're the most desperate and sometimes the more creepy ones.
I feel you. I feel you.
This one says Lars Schwinghauser. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah. Why would they put? I don't think they put their names on them.
I'm just gonna kick it off with this one.
Give it to me. Yeah, kick
Now-
it off.
Now we do have a not safe for work or explicit label on this.
Yes. So actually, every episode we do is marked explicit, mostly because of potential swearing. It's easy, if we have a guest and they want to swear, I don't want to censor them, so it's just better to have it marked
Yeah.
that way. And we don't want someone to be misunderstanding. You may not have noticed. Dan certainly didn't notice that our show has always been marked explicit, but it has always been. So
We never mentioned big fat
yeah.
cocks before, did we? Lars?
we have never mentioned giant, just throbbing, veiny penises.
mentioned the big old juicy buttholes, did
We've never talked about prolapsing anuses. The point is that it's going to get graphic because Craigslist is a website.
Whoa.
Like a wet site. Here we go. This one is called... Well, I didn't get the name of the screenshot, so I'm just going to go ahead and read it. Met you this summer here on Eugene. What? On Eugene? Okay. You had an athletic build and a fat ass, meaning shaped perfect, not actually fat. That was amazing to bend over. I had a fat 9-inch cock, and you were nervous about. You then went to Newport to fish, and I came over to fuck you once there. Anyway, hope you see this. 541-221-5851, and then he's on Kick as J Diddle 9-inch.
Okay, so maybe I
Diddle
didn't.
diddle.
Maybe I didn't. When I said we're going to share their personal information, I didn't really mean read their phone number. But I'm glad you did. I'm going to leave that in.
His name's J Diddle 9IN.
Look,
J Diddle 9-inch.
he's got a 9-inch dick. Here's my thing. This is obviously men like to overstate the value and size of their genital situation. I certainly know my cock is fucking huge, but I feel like if I had a 9-inch penis, I wouldn't be posting on misconnections.
The bigger the podcast.
Like
the bigger
you know what I mean? Like I feel like once you get to 9 inches, you can start just sending dick pics, and like you'll get a positive response. At some point, I feel like that's gonna happen.
Hold on,
I don't know.
Lars. We have a female perspective in the studio.
Are you telling me that you would not like an unsolicited dick pic from a 9-inch cock?
As much as I love dicks, if I got a mystery 9-inch dick in my
You're not a fan.
inbox, I'd be like, "Well, who are you? First of all,
Well, I'm a little
it's
offended.
a little forward."
You
He's
stole my
9
novella
inch-
title.
He's 9-inch.
The mystery of the 9-inch dick.
What's his? I'm sorry. What's
Also,
his handle? 9-inch something.
Can we backtrack a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
because he said, "What did he say? You went fishing in Newport."
He said, "You said I had a fat 9-inch cock, and you were nervous about.
Okay.
You then went to Newport to fish, and I came over to fuck you once there."
Okay, so they had enough connection, like
They
they
fucked.
they knew each other enough for this woman to say, "I'm in Newport. This is where I am.
Yeah, come fuck
to
me.
me."
I'm fishing.
But now he's just reaching out to her via Craigslist.
And
Like
he's,
they
he's posting his phone number. Right? See, that's the thing, right? Like
this
this.
doesn't make any sense.
This sounds like it's a singles ad. Like, hey, I have a
Yeah.
9-inch dick. Here's my social media. Here's my phone number. I drove all the way to Newport. Like, I will drive to
Right.
Corvallis to fuck you. It seems not a missed connection, and that's my problem.
Well,
with
also
this page.
the picture of said 9-inch dick.
me
Generally
see.
is
Yeah, share it.
Well,
Share
no,
it.
the screenshot didn't.
oh,
I can only fit so much information there. You know what I mean?
was that? It's too big. It's too big.
It doesn't
for my
fit in the
phone.
screenshot.
But the fact is, yeah, that doesn't belong in misconnections. That's more of a casual encounters type
It
situation.
kind of is, right? That's because I mean, unless she changed her phone number, but at that point, like maybe she doesn't want to talk.
Maybe
to
she
him.
was lost at sea.
She could have been. She really could have been.
Best of luck to you, Jay Diddle.
Gee diddle diddle.
Do you have one that you'd like to read, Cass?
Sure.
Now, Cass, she went a little bit out of the range of
I
misconnections.
did. I went a little further out. I went to the miscellaneous romance section.
Ooh.
This one is entitled "Looking for a Live-In BDSM Sex Slave." My wife and I are looking for a true live-in sex slave to do all that a slave does: cook, clean, and service her master and sister slave. I am strict, and you will be treated as properly. If this is the life you seek, post a full body pic and tell me what you expect in this relationship.
Oh, damn. That's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
Although I've never heard the sister
Sister
aspect,
slave.
the sister slave.
I'm assuming that's
Sister
whoever he's
slave.
with. I would guess. I don't know a whole
That
lot
sounds
about
weird, yeah.
BDSM
Well, now, is that like
culture.
sister wives, but with BDSM, or how does that work?
Is that Springfield or Eugene?
This-
What's that set for?
How do I find that out?
It
Oh,
should
it's in Eugene.
say-
I'm in
that's
Eugene.
Okay,
Yeah.
because we are doing the Eugene. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's Springfield.
Yeah.
And this one must have been talking about like Newport as well.
Do you?
The J Diddle.
I find it interesting. Like you're the kind of person that's like, I cook and clean for myself, but what I really want to do is cook and clean for a couple that's already together and get accosted while I do it. Like, not knocking like the kink thing
No,
or whatever,
hey.
but
Hey,
like
don't
that's
kink
just,
shame.
I'm not
That's
kink
not what this
shaming. I'm
episode's
just.
about.
It's hard for me to wrap my head around it. Is what
So
I'm saying.
there's another thing that happens on misconnections. Misconnections, basically, you get Daniel's kind of post. You get actual.
Wait, hold on.
The post you read.
Yes.
You get the misconnections where it's like, hey, I saw you at the bus station. You were cute, which I think is what a misconnection is supposed to be. Like, I didn't get a chance to talk to you. Like, are you like? We made eye contact. Did that mean something? Do you recognize my shirt? I recognize you. Like, you know what I mean? You get these posts, which are these like love letters to an ex, which are really weird because it's like, why don't you tell them that? But I guess that's
Right.
there's no communication.
Well, that's you're talking about the when the women write for the men.
Yeah,
on
you sometimes you'll
misconnections.
find these like really long poems or like we were kindred spirits for 35 years. Like, I don't know. Maybe the person they're talking about is dead and that's why, but it
Could
feels
be.
it's weird. But I found another one, and this is like, I don't know. It's almost like a breakup letter.
What section is this?
This is Women for Men Misconnections.
Okay.
It's called Careless Whisper.
Here we go.
It's short. You should have known better than to cheat a friend. Now, comma, you're never, capital, gonna dance again with me. I'm done. Bye.
Oh my!
Yeah, and that's how it's
Shut
spelled.
down.
Dan can confirm. I did the proper. I mean,
I believe it's pronounced bye.
bye. Okay, excuse me. Sorry, that's my bad.
That's what the kids are saying these days.
Yeah, there were 6 Ys, which I think means she wants to fuck him, which is confusing.
A Y for every inch. Oh. Yeah.
There we go. Look at that.
Oh yeah. This next
Sorry.
one.
Yeah. So I am gonna cut that out for copyright reasons, but
No.
Part of the post you read had lyrics from the song.
no, I understand that
Were
that's a
those
song
lyrics?
title.
Never gonna dance again. It's in the song.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
You don't know George Michael?
No.
Didn't he die?
Yes.
Yeah, he did because everyone thought it was Arrested Development.
He wrote my favorite Christmas song, and it's Dan's
Oh, I fucking hate that
most
song.
hated Christmas song.
Which one?
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, and the very next day, you gave it away.
This year.
Welcome to What Up Eugene. Apparently we have musical breaks.
No.
No.
I got another one.
Give it
Now
to
this
me.
one, this one's from Springfield, and this one is
Okay.
especially. This is the first one I found, and I'm like, okay, this one has to be read.
I'm sorry. When you say you said this is from Springfield, and then you said this one's especially, and I just assumed you were going to go to trashy. I thought trashy was the next word.
Well, one could get
Imply.
that. Imply, yeah.
Okay.
So the title of this one is "A Springfield School Morning Drop-Offs."
That's quite specific.
Now I'm never going to clean up the language. I'm going to read things exactly as they're spelled.
I would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a male seeking a woman in misconnections.
Mhm.
Dropping the kids off today at one of the schools in Springfield and seeing you there for the first time today. You are gorgeous, and OMG, what a amazing rack you have. Looked amazing in that tight, light purple shirt you are wearing today. I see a lot of hot moms dropping off the kids every day. Are any of you up for some hot, naughty fun while the kids are at school? I'm very discreet and respectful, so if you're in a relationship, single or married, and would like to have some fun on the side, let's chat. I'm clean cut, well hung, and love to please in every way. Name the school in the subline if you think I might be talking about one of you, and let's chat. Hope to hear from you soon. And this man is 33. I'm sorry, that was hard to read just because the sentences were kind of running on.
I'm respectful, but your rack looks great in that
Also,
shirt.
name the school that I was ogling you at, like where everyone's picking up kids.
It's a
like,
catch-all, so any school in the Springfield area, if
Yeah,
someone's
as long as they're
interested,
attractive.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take anybody.
A lot of lonely hearts out there picking up their kids.
Okay. So there's another thing you find on Craigslist, and I accidentally clicked on casual encounters, which is not what I wanted. What I like about Craigslist is the strictly platonic, because so many of them are not. I think they miss the idea. Like they're like, I actually just want to fuck you, but I posted in the wrong sub Craigslist. I don't know what you call them.
Let me see, yeah.
So this is not all the time, but I do find them from time to time. This is a strictly platonic. I haven't read it yet. It's called Relaxing Massage in the Min for Women. Strictly platonic. Oh, there's a picture.
Oh, good.
I imagine it's a stock photo. It just looks like a picture
It's
of
a
a
lot
guy
easier
giving
to
a
look
girl
at
a
than the one I
massage.
had.
Is there a watermark
Yeah.
on it?
There's not a watermark. So who knows?
That's funny.
His crotch is at shoulder blade level, though. I want to
Yeah.
make that very clear to everyone. I enjoy giving a nice, friendly, and relaxing massage. I love working with my hands, making someone feel good, and releasing stress. I'm looking for someone who appreciates, he actually spelled that right, a quality, soothing massage without charge. I mainly work the back and shoulders and spend extra time on the feet.
Oh no, we got a Tarantino in the house.
You let me know where you need the most attention, and I will help relax the muscles and relieve the stress.
That's code.
This is the middle of the week. Why not take a couple of hours for a little pampering to help refresh your spirits? The tone and direction of your massage is completely under your control. You deserve a little me time. Nothing
Is
about that
me
was...
time in quotes. Me time.
Me time is actually in quotes, yes.
Oh, nice.
It straight up is in quotes.
Yes,
Um,
I knew it.
So, I guess, there's a lot of undertones there. He didn't actually use any sexual language, right? But clearly that's not strictly platonic. You know when I think strictly platonic, I think maybe we hug sometimes. I think like me and Kassidy. You know what I mean? Like I'm not giving
guys
Kassidy a
don't hug.
massage. No, but I'm also not giving her a hug, right?
Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry, I'm not giving her a massage. We don't hug, and also I'm not giving her a hug. But that's what this is so the other end is like
Right.
I'm not a creep. I feel like women deserve a good massage.
I just really like to
Some
touch
women
naked
don't get
women.
that.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
I'm having some flashbacks
I'm
from
really into your feet.
what's that movie? Damn it, Tarantino.
There we go.
Oh,
Oh, Tarantino. He's
What
only
movie
got
is
like
it?
8 of them.
I don't know.
Which God.
Is it Pulp Fiction? That's
Yes,
the only
thank
one I
you.
know.
Pulp
Okay.
Fiction. Don't they have an argument about this? About Mrs. Wallace's feet? He gives her a foot massage.
I
He's
need
like,
to
you don't give a foot massage to some other guy's lady. Like you
Yeah.
don't do that.
I don't remember that scene, but I believe you that
It's
it's
Samuel
in
L.
there.
Jackson and the Scientologist. Why can't I think of anyone's name today?
Oh, I do. It's hard.
John Travolta.
John Travolta.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
yeah.
John
yeah.
Travolta gives Mrs. Mia Wallace a foot massage.
See, I don't remember that. I remember that because she
It's
she
before they
ODs.
shoot the kid in the face when they're going to they're in the
No,
apartment building and walking
I
together.
know the scene where it would happen, but because she ODs, so is it before she ODs?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's sorry, I'm blanking out on that. I believe you.
It's-
I believe it's in that movie.
You know who I think wrote this ad is Ted from Jingle All the Way. He's just a nice guy. You deserve to relax.
All right, if that's how you. If
It's
that's-
the dad from Jingle All the Way who's like the single dad who
I don't
is
think
like,
I've never seen that movie.
really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We should watch it, 'cause-
Christmas classic.
Yeah. I just watched Last Action Hero the other night.
I need to watch that one.
It's good. I liked it.
I'll watch Last Action Hero if
Okay.
you watch Jingle All the Way.
Okay.
And you can watch
Deal.
Jingle All the Way any time of the year, let me tell you. Okay?
It's an all-year affair.
Yeah. Do you have another one that you want to read?
I do.
All right.
It's kind of long, though.
Is this the cat,
What?
Damien?
No. I have to go back and find that one. Damien the Cat Killer. That seemed kind of serious as I went on. It seemed funny at first, but I think it's literally someone
I
killing
think the
cats.
people need to know.
This one is called I Need Someone to Change My Diaper. Men for Women. This is in the miscellaneous romance. Hello! I'm looking for someone to bond over with my desire to wear diapers. I really enjoy not having control of when/where I go to the bathroom. I'm hoping that when I'm wet or messy, you'll be able to change my diaper so I'm nice and clean, smiley face. Any type of role you want for me to be, mommy, dom, caregiver, or just a partner who changes my diapers, is more than welcome, as I want this to be equally satisfying for you. About me, I'm hardworking, funny, intelligent, and fun-loving guy who just happens to have certain desires. I would be open-minded to an LTR if we mesh well. I'm not
Long-term
sure.
relationship.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I'm also open-minded to a platonic relationship. Lars?
Hey, just a plutonic diaper change sitch, you know?
Yeah, no, here's the thing. I actually don't have any children successfully. I'm doing great at it. I've never attempted to have children. And you know what I'm getting at is that
Lars, it
I've
sounds
never
like-
changed a diaper, and I'm doing so well. I'm not looking to change that currently.
All
At
right,
the
go-
moment, my diaper changing is good.
Or a non... if it works best for both of us. I'm interested in women, trans women, and non-binary individuals. As long as diapers are involved, I'm happy. Please put something related to diapers in the title. I look forward to meeting you, smiley face.
If it's strictly platonic, why does their gender matter, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
And that's what I never understand, because there is like the men for women and strictly platonic. I mean, I get like, oh, I like hanging out with girls better, but you know, it has to be a girl changing my diaper. Just feels like it's not platonic.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he said he is open-minded, is he not?
Well, to women, trans women, and then non-binary, but like that's very male phobic. I'm gonna say that as my gender feels oppressed in this post.
You want to change that diaper, Lars?
I would like
Go ahead and go over there.
I would like to have a relationship where we change each other's diapers. Like, how come would they get all the fun of the just shitting on not on command? I'd like to also not shit on command.
Don't shit on them, though.
Well,
I got
if they're
one.
changing me, I might.
I got one for you. This is a short one.
Go for it.
This one's just titled Stormy. It's male for woman. What's the best way to read that?
M for F, male for woman. I don't know. I guess guy looking for a chick.
Guy looking for a chick. Okay,
There it
the
is.
title's Stormy. I passed you at the corner of Olive and Broadway on Friday afternoon. You told me I was beautiful and that you loved me for being who I am. We hugged and then I went on my way. If you really want to get to know me, it says in italics. Right back. I would be a deeply happy man if you made love to me. So he just kind of jumped from like, oh, it was great meeting you. I would be very deeply happy if you made love to me.
0 to 100.
Wow.
Kind of jumped the gun there.
So I'm on casual encounters. I'm on women for men. You know, this is the one I normally browse, which is why I'm always having sex in this town.
Good lord.
Da 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 da.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if we were lying on this show. I never know.
Lars, this podcast, let me just tell you, it's gonna get you laid, boy.
Oh, well, you know, I was hoping that moving forward, the new podcast I started would get me laid. Daniel, did you like the graphic design I did for that?
Moving forward,
I made a graphic. I made my own graphic. I didn't even ask you.
it wasn't that bad.
It was not bad.
No.
It was took
not
me like
that bad.
3 hours to do.
Oh my god.
Well, okay.
I'm
so
sorry.
you have to understand, I'm on my Linux laptop, right? So first of all, so I'm
Lars,
going to
don't
do this.
say that because like the podcast is gonna get you there, but then you said Linux,
Yeah, then I said
and
that.
it's-
Yeah.
it's a
Well,
two steps forward, one
When
step
ladies
back.
hear Linux, they take a step back.
Well, okay, that's fine. Because when I hear Windows or OS X, I also take a step back.
Oh shit!
And those bitches who don't know what OS they're on, I'm not even talking to.
Listen, ladies, if you ain't on Linux,
You
Lars-
gotta know which version of Android you're using. That's what I want to talk about. Anyways, I tried it in GIMP, which is the Linux version of Photoshop, and it was a pain in the ass to do anything with the text, which is probably the same in Photoshop, and I just wanted to do basic text on a solid background color. So then I got Inkscape, which I'm assuming is the open source version of Illustrator. It's designed for logo design or like simple stuff. And that was easier, but it still took me like 3 hours to learn how to do it. Because like I wanted to have the words moving and forward in the same text box and have it centered, because moving is one less letter, so it would just stretch out. It would not work. I had to make 2 separate text boxes and like drag them to be about the same size by eye.
What was that program you used again? What was it called?
It's called Inkscape.
No, what was the one that started with a G?
Oh, that's GIMP.
All right, so any of you GIMP fans out there, Lars is willing to,
I'll grok the GIMP with you. I actually have read the entire book, Grok the GIMP, from beginning to end. So if you're ready, if you want to learn how to, I mean, that book's old now. It's like 20 years old.
he'll be your GIMP user if anyone out there wants.
Yeah. So that's on Min for whatever.
GIMP looking
it's strictly
for...
platonic. Yeah. So look, you know what? I'm not going to judge someone for being a nympho. Looking for a fun, sexy nympho like me, women for Min. That might be Vancouver. That might not be anywhere near here.
That's
And
Portland.
She's got a photo.
Oh, wow.
Right? Yeah, you don't see her front, so she might be very front ugly, frugly, if you will. But she's back fine. She's back fine.
She's back fine? I've never heard that term.
Well, it's the opposite of frugly.
That's a good one, though. I like back
Thank
fine.
you.
Well, when you're getting laid all over town, you pick up
You gotta-
some language.
You gotta know how to describe people.
Paint the town white.
She's but her whole other side, which does not roll off the tongue like Butterface.
Butterface, yeah, that's his.
Don't worry, you can add that out later.
I'm not going to. So, look, I read most of this and I thought, you know what, this is actually pretty normal. I'm not going to be too judgy, and I wasn't going to share it, but I got to the last couple sentences and it got real weird. I'm a kinky Latina that loves to be dicked down. I love hours of creative positions and fucking, and being made to come and squirt. I'm not a huge fan of oral, but I love creative positions. Roleplay. Don't dom sub slut play. Not a fan of basic sex. Okay, that's fine. Like whatever. That's fine. Kick me your current face pic, which is, of course she doesn't have a face pic, so like how weird is that?
Yeah.
Please be above average dick size.
Call
no,
him J Diddle.
No issue. Yeah, right.
Go to Newport.
I should start a service where I just connect people on Craigslist. Like, no, I'm emailing you for this person. They're emailing you. He's got 9-inch dick. He just wants people to know.
Perfect for you.
No issues getting hard and staying hard. Must be drug and disease free. Now I guess that's like a common thing, right? But like, whenever I read that, I always just like, I think about pot and I figure like, who is pot free in Oregon? Like so few people, right?
I think it's like when they say it's
like meth
gluten free,
and
or it's like when they say, there's no sugar added.
Yeah.
There's
like a pot counts. Must be comfortable. This is where it got weird. Must be comfortable allowing me to film while I get fucked. She just wants to shoot that video, and must be able to host. So she wants you to invite her over to enjoy your large dick, and then she's just gonna record that shit.
It sounds to me like she has a porn channel.
Honestly, she then has her URL, and she probably does. She's probably one of those spam bots, actually. Given the aspect, you know what? I think I just read some spam to you guys.
Lars, can you be 100% honest? Did you respond to that ad?
Can I be 100%? No, I can't.
100%.
No, you know what? I have not replied to any ads on Craigslist recently. I did. We talked actually a month ago when we talked about Craigslist. We talked about the ad I posted for a songwriting partner. I got 3 replies. The first 2 never really replied back, and the third one, they wanted me to send them already written songs, and I just didn't care anymore. I was like, I'm done with this.
You don't need that baggage, man.
I don't need that baggage.
Cass, did you find Damien?
No.
It's okay.
Damian Rice?
No.
Oh.
Is that a
Damien
football
the cat.
player?
No.
I think it's some kind of musician. I'm not actually sure.
Damien the cat killer.
Whoa. Okay.
It was on. I saw it earlier.
I
can't find it again.
I can fill in the time.
Yeah, give me a fill.
This one's called This is a Man for a Woman. Baby Girls to Goddesses.
That's inappropriate.
I am seeking baby girls. Women who seek to honor and become goddesses. I have resources and attention sufficient for one baby girl only He wants a baby girl, but he only has time for one baby girl this time.
The position has been filled.
He's going to turn baby girls into goddesses. Let's go ahead and flag that one and call the FBI.
That sounds like a sex ring to me.
CPS for sure. We're gonna get someone. We're gonna get someone immediately dealing with that. So let's see. I'm just gonna read this. I'm gonna find out if it's interesting as we go. This could be very boring. Before you accuse someone or call them names, dear ones, and then it like trails off. This is the generic women for men, so it could be like any of the subs. I don't know how Craigslist
This is
works.
like a women for men, like looking for a relationship or sex or
It's
whatever.
under the personals, like at the bottom of the personals, it's just like women for men. So I'm assuming it's like all the different women for men categories combined. I don't know. And some of these they do put their age on, and this one they listed their age as 60. So that's right in the range I'm looking to date.
You guys have a lot to talk
prime.
about.
Yeah, well, they'll have a lot to talk about. 40 years more than I do. To respondents and posters, just a quick note. I have found from running an ad recently that emails are lost on Craigslist sometimes. A few men followed up with me to make sure I got their email, and I hadn't. I also got angry emails from men who think I didn't respond to their nice email, although I had. For those of us who finally realized our emails never got through, we checked our junk folders, and they are not there either. So, before you call someone names or accuse them of ignoring you, sweethearts, please consider that they may not have gotten your email and go ahead and follow up. They might just be very happy you did. So, but those fuckers who didn't reply to my music ad, I'm calling it right now. I think they got my emails.
Was it a music ad, Lars? Was it?
It was a strictly cellist.
It sounded like you want to have a platonic relationship where someone came over and you guys just kind of played together a little bit.
I would love that. I would love that if they come over and we just play and sing songs.
Slap
and
my bass.
a little bit of like hardcore butt fucking, just like in the middle.
Just a break.
Yeah, just like
Hey-o. Cass finally found it. She
I did.
Found
I
it.
found Damien the Cat Killer. This is
Okay.
in Springfield, and the tone of these other ones have been pretty jokey, but this one seems serious.
This is in rants and raves.
Yeah,
No,
this is in the rants and raves section in Eugene.
Cass went to a much darker section of Craigslist. I'd argue it's darker than miscellaneous.
I didn't think it was going to be because some of the other ones weren't, but
Would
then
you
I
call
saw
this
one.
darker than the gigs one, which is just only ever looking for topless bartenders? And by the way,
Oh.
I replied to one once because they didn't specify a gender, and I never heard back.
You know, you're
I was 16. They were probably not going to let me topless bartend, but I was curious.
you know, your crazy alt-right uncle that's living in a bunker.
Yeah.
He's the only guy in the rants and rave section.
Yeah,
And
he's just ranting onto himself.
he's talking about takeovers and everything and
Right.
Different
like
ages,
this.
different names.
Yeah, and ISIS and the border wall.
Let's
All right,
Damien the Cat Killer.
This is Damien the Cat Killer. Does anyone know the whereabouts / status of Damien the Cat Killer? ? This is a see something say something situation. This young man was brought to my attention a few years ago via Live 9 cat rescue. Evidently, this kid was killing, torturing, and maiming cats in his neighborhood, leaving gruesome remains on the cat owners' porches and lawns. This is typical behavior for an up-and-coming killers, school shooters, and other devious acts. Lost contact with Live 9 Rescue, so unable to track where this person is today. Should be coming of age now, likely more dangerous and demented. Say something. So,
All right.
there's some kid in Springfield killing cats.
And with that, we're going to go to the commercial break.
We actually are headed to the
I really
break.
love cats a lot, and I want Damien found and brought to justice.
That did
That's
get
fucked
dark.
Up.
That got
Yeah,
really dark.
That's not
Please
okay.
Find Damien.
Yeah.
While you are on our break, you're going to hear a song by the Eugenias. Not any of the songs you heard by the Eugenias before. The other one. It's actually not by the Eugenias. It's by a band called... It's a cover.
We're
It's-
going down the rabbit hole. And when I say Eugenias, I
You guys
mean...
aren't listening to What Up Eugene. You're actually listening to a part of the art.
Actually, you know what I did on the first episode of Moving Forward? I was like, by the way, I'm just going to put demos for other shows here because I don't know where else to put them. So halfway through, it just becomes 88.1K Live, my fake radio show. No, this is... The Eugenias played a cover song. It's by the band called Always. I think it's 2 V's instead of a W, but I think it's supposed to be Always.
Obvious.
And the song is called Ones Who Love You. And this is the Eugenias doing it. And I mixed and mastered it and made it sound brilliant. And we're coming back from the break in just a couple minutes, so enjoy this.
Leave the ones who don't.
Have they been here more than once?
Redacted. No, they only came here once, but they recorded 4 songs, and I didn't play the cover in the last one.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back to What Up, Eugene. This is part 2 of this episode, which is sometimes referred to as After the Break, but you know what? I called it part 2 this time.
Uh-oh.
We've got some more Craigslist for y'all out there.
For your dicks.
I'll start. 2 guys looking for 2 girls. Which, you know what? I don't want to redo all the commentary we did beforehand.
Go for it.
But my joke was like, I'm one guy looking for 1 girl, and this just fucking is ridiculous. Like,
Lars,
it's hard enough. It's hard enough.
The laughs were real the first time.
They were
They were genuine laughs. This just hurts me. This hurts me.
What a great
so
joke you made.
25 years old. Both of them, apparently. Maybe they're twins. We just staying up.
Twins.
On 1. We just staying up on 1. That's on 1 is a separate sentence. The whole sentence. It's got a capital O. It's got a period. On 1.
No, on 1 means like you're drunk.
Oh.
You're on 1.
Like on a bender?
You're on 1 like you've had a drink or 2.
Okay.
Daniel's so cool.
I know,
Looking for 2 girls to come through and get
I had
high
no
with
idea.
us. We ain't trying to do this all night talking stuff. Come through, get high, and get dicked down. Condoms will be used. Your pictures get ours. 18 to 40. They're very vague. They really don't
Wow.
care.
Don't care who you are.
What I love about that is that they're like 41, get the fuck out. Like, that's our cap. We will not share 1 woman.
Whoa.
Looking to fuck till the sun comes up or till your pussies are too sore. That's T-O, not T-O-O.
Oh.
Now, what I like about this is I imagine that the bottle cap is going to be their performance. Bottleneck, excuse me.
I was gonna say.
I was like, what is bottle cap?
Wait, you never heard of a bottle cap before?
Also, do you think they wrote that together? Like, oh, no. Put that in. No, that's
you got
important
it
to
on
know.
1. They don't know. If they do, don't know.
Till the fucking sun comes up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I'm not fucking a 40-year-old. No, dude, it's gotta be. 41 is my cap. No,
Well, 18's my cap for the minimum.
Hey, bro. Can't be 17 in Eugene. That's too low.
That's why the rhyme's there. I have one for you. It's called Winco No Bra.
I'm so down.
This was weeks ago, but I was thinking about it today, and I was on FetLife cruising through braless women. You were in Winco, not wearing a bra. Your breast hung halfway down to your stomach with large protruding nipples. It was so hot and sexy. I almost got hard right there. I'd love to see more of it if it was
Almost.
you. Let me worship those breasts.
I'm so confused. He's on FetLife. I've never used it, but isn't the point to message them on FetLife? He's like, I saw you on FetLife. You were so hot. If you're browsing the singles on Craigslist instead of using your FetLife account,
I just appreciate that when he said your breast hung halfway down to your stomach.
it just makes me think of Miss Chokes on
He
Dick.
used the 1 with a slash and the 2, like the proper half sign.
Oh wow, good for him.
Approximately halfway down.
I don't think I've ever seen anything sexy happen in Winco. I just want to say.
I don't think I've ever seen anything sexy happen halfway down.
Halfway down
That's
the stomach.
real low. That's so.
Over the
Wowie.
shoulder boulder holder.
This one's not
Wowie.
sexy.
That's the
This
term.
is. You know what? I said it. I'll say it again. This sounds actually legitimately interesting. Like kind of nerdy and dweeby in a way.
Wait, we
you
gotta go
might
to
want to
Cass.
answer it. No, he
Well,
can do
she's
his.
only got 1, so I
I'll
wanted
do
to.
the last
I wanted to
one.
let her.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Let's play a game with no contact. It's meant for women, so I probably can't. And also, I think they're 30.
Wear a
But
wig.
you're right. I'll try.
Or don't.
I like knowing that in a group
The
of
choice is
people,
yours.
you and I met intentionally without meeting, which sounds really
Aw,
stupid.
it's poetic.
We'll plan a date and time and try to figure out who the other person was by giving features or clues who to look for. Or maybe we have a phrase to say to the other if we think we know who it is. You must be under 30, awesome, and think this will be pretty fun as well. Nothing needs to come of it, but it would just be, but just to notice one another. I'm under 30, said to be attractive. Now, I don't love that idea so much, but I like the idea of like clues or whatever. You're like, you have to find me.
Mm-hmm.
You got to figure out who I am.
That'd be kind of fun. A scavenger hunt.
I'd have to make a fake email address. It'd be too easy if I used my any of my email addresses that have my first name in them.
I'm on FetLife, but please try to find my phone number in the phone book.
Yeah, could you look for me on Craigslist? I'm on FetLife. But I only browse Craigslist
Can we
misconnections.
step back for a second? What is FetLife?
I think it's like
Take it away,
OkCupid.
Lars.
I've never used it.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like OkCupid, but instead of answering questions, you describe your fetishes, and it shows you people who have the same fetishes.
Oh.
So it's because you can do that, like you could do that quiz that people who are dating do, right? Where you both enter your fetishes, and only the ones that you both answered yes to show up. Although, of course, if you answer yes to everything, you get to see their fetishes, which is a brilliant little loophole.
That's creepy as fuck.
Yeah, well, there it is.
Whoop. There it is.
I haven't used it, so I don't know exactly how it works. But
I haven't heard of it before.
Maybe you have to have the same fetishes to match. But I would imagine you can't see them unless you have the same fetishes. I feel like if you're seeing their picture, you can message them.
Yeah.
That seems to be... It's weird that he posted on Craigslist.
Dating
is all I'm
is
saying.
strange.
It's very hard.
You can find the new What Up Eugene FetLife profile. Here,
Oh!
Yeah, yes. Daniel and I, we're two dudes. We're both 20.
Looking for two women.
We're both 23.
we cover more ground if we combine our fetishes together.
I would love to. Yes, we've got. If you're into a ginger,
into
let me tell you.
Cellos and microphones.
Large cello cases.
Do you want to get really nerdy about audio? Daniel can cuck us while that happens.
Oh no!
I never agreed to that.
Okay, well, I
can
never
be the
agreed to you not
fluffer.
agreeing.
All right, Cassidy.
Kassidy, what's
All right.
yours?
Mine is in the men for men because no one's done that yet. So
Wow.
I thought that
Very
would
progressive
be,
guess.
Yes, I thought that would be
It's
fair
true.
to do.
Yeah.
So this is called In Search of Senior Protein Donors in Eugene.
Oh, it's this one. You showed me the picture.
I did. My doctor has told me that I have a severe protein deficiency that I can only be remedied by receiving multiple injections orally or on my face.
Or on my face. Or
on my face of fresh hot semen directly from stiff throbbing mature cocks cut or uncut 50 and over. Please help this SWM,
Straight white male.
straight white male,
Yeah.
medium build. No,
So what that means is that he's actually not straight, but he's trying to play his dick love off as if he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
no facial / little body hair. D/D free guy.
Oh, drug disease.
Free.
Okay.
You
By-
gotta learn some of this lingo.
I am in a relationship of 4 years.
I'm actually enjoying that. Like we're learning some. new
Yeah,
stuff.
I have no
Do you
idea
guys
what
know
most of these
Do you guys know
mean.
BBW? Because it's in all of these posts.
Yeah, big beautiful beautiful or busty.
Yeah.
It varies.
Quite large.
Quite
woman.
large.
Yeah.
Quite
Reply to this ad so we can set up an appointment for your donation.
Oh my god.
Please respond with age, height, weight, and cock stats /pic.
He's like the Lane Bloodworks of semen.
Right. Then he did 3 asterisks at the bottom and said, "This is not my cock in the photo." He posted 2 pictures. One is
Are they the cocks he wants to suck?
not sure.
Oh,
So there's this one.
Okay, that's really weird.
And then
looking.
there's another one where they're just in a forest having some good guy time. So
Classic.
yeah.
I got one more, and then
Dan's got one more, and then I had 2, but I think I'm going to skip one because it seems to be the general impression that I'm getting is we'll skip one.
This one's called Spankin' Daddy. This is a male for a woman, and
Okay.
I don't even know if this is misconnections. Doesn't seem to be. This person says, "Bare bottom discipline. Have you been misbehaving or lazy? Strict spanking dad who gives real traditional spankings in the safety and privacy of his own home. I am not looking for sexual contact. I only give real, over-the-knee spankings to naughty girls who deserve them. I am safe, sane, and discreet. I live in a very nice neighborhood in a private home. If you need a good spanking and are over 18, come visit Dad."
I'm sane.
Did he say sane?
He did
I'm
say
sane.
Insane, yeah. I just love the ending. He caps off with "come visit Dad," not
visit
Daddy, as most people would.
It's
But
very formal.
Dad.
Come visit dad.
come visit Father.
Your father, yeah, exactly.
Come
Father
visit
would
your
like to speak
father
to you.
so I can
Go
smack
to
your
Dad's for the
butt.
weekend.
Come home to Dad's house.
Oh my lord. That's great.
So, you know what? I feel bad for doing this, but was that during the break? We had a whole conversation about how in our lives, and I think it's public knowledge at this point, we don't like to be around ugly people or see them or have friends who are
That was
ugly.
you, Lars.
That was definitely you.
Several people in this group agreed to that.
No, not true.
Okay, well, some people in
Now we're
this
making him
group.
sound like a liar on air.
Yeah. I'll cut you guys disagreeing.
That's fine.
I'll do it. I'll make
you
it
can do what you want.
Sure, Lars.
Look, these people are both really ugly, and they put their picture on here, so I feel like it's fair for me to say that. You know what I mean?
Can I see the picture? Let me just
You can.
verify. Let me get a close up.
Yeah, I can't see
It's
that from
it's
here.
a real unattractive situation.
Oh shit! I might know that guy.
Oh,
No way, really?
No, I don't know. He has that face.
Let me see. I want to see.
you guys could have found it on Craigslist yourself.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
What's up with he's dressed like, what's that guy? Kevin Smith?
He's got, is it like a long tan
He's
overcoat?
got kind of like, oh yeah, I think he
Yeah.
is. He's Kevin Smith. Kind of has a little Uncle Fester vibe going.
Yeah,
to
a
it.
little bit. Like if both of those were combined, that's
Okay.
interesting.
So, and she's got a real hot shoulder tattoo.
I'm glad they got
it
married
looks
at
like their
Skate
wedding
World.
photo, but like wow. Yeah,
They
that
got
is not what you wear to a
Married
wedding.
at a middle school dance.
So not judge the ugly
Yes.
people, okay?
Looking for sister wives for him and me. MW4W. My husband and I are looking for sister wives for both of us. He is looking for a long-term girlfriend, and I am also looking for a long-term girlfriend. We are not looking for someone to share. We are both gamers and have a few tattoos. Excuse me, I got a burp. I lean into the mic to burp.
That sounded like Homer Simpson's burp.
It
Thank
did.
you.
That was
Yeah,
weird.
I'm rehearsing. I'm doing the play. Simpsons the musical. He is turning 30 this year, and I will be 32 soon. Which is weird, because they could have just said 29 and 31. They're both not the age they listed. I am more... This is why I screenshotted this. If you're wondering, the sister wives I thought was funny. I am more into country and hip-hop, and he is more into rock.
That's
I'm
why-
country, and he's rock and roll.
Whoa.
How's that song go? I'm
a little bit
country, and I'm a little bit rock and roll. I'm a little bit for our troops, and
What?
I'm for sending them home.
Isn't that from South Park?
Yeah, is that the? I've only ever heard the
I
song
think
in
they did a
South Park.
parody. I want to say it's interesting that they like the two most controversial genres, where people usually say, "I love all music except for
for
hip hop
rap.
and
Yeah,
rap,
hip-hop
rap and
and
country."
yep.
And it's like this
Yeah.
person loves specifically the two like.
But
Yeah.
now
outliers.
they
Well-
can't. They have to share separate people or
They
have
have to.
separate people
Okay.
because maybe one wants to listen to country in the bedroom.
I'll tell you what, here's what
hip hop.
Here's what I'll
Doesn't
tell
work.
you about those two genres. I was visiting family members a couple years ago in basically like off Chicago, like 2 hours outside of Chicago, Illinois. And they were like, "Oh, do you want to listen to some music on the radio?" And I was like, "Sure." And they were like, "What do you like?" And I was like, "Well, I'm not really into rap and hip hop." And that was all the radio had. Country and rap, excuse me. Country and rap. Like 20 stations of each. And it was weird. This was like during the time when country artists had started having people come and start doing freestyle rap. Like that the cover of that Wagon Wheel song is really popular. That one didn't have it, but there was the other my new Chevy with a lift kit, you'd look real good up in it or whatever. Like I think that guy he had someone rapping in the middle of the country song. I swear to God.
Oh, that's bad.
All the
times.
music they had was rap and country combined.
I know Kid
That's
Rock
terrible.
does some of that, but
It's fucking
My
gross.
name is Kid.
my name is Kid.
He is more into Xbox, while I'm more into PlayStation. We have a
9-year-old
9-year-old pug and a
Close one.
9-year-old cat.
Close one. I
What's
thought
the
they were going to
cat's
say
name?
9-year-old
What's
kids.
the pug's name?
They don't say, but
Bullshit.
they listed the age, which is apparently more specific. Now, what I like about this, they mentioned the dog and the cat first. When they said we have a 9-year-old, I thought, oh, it's a kid. That's
Yeah.
weird. No,
It's a pug.
our world. They waited till third. Our world revolves around our 8-year-old daughter. They do have a kid.
Oh
So
my god, she
They
got
listed-
last.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Wow.
poor child. I've listened to enough Loveline to know that kid's
That's
going to
a
have
bad
a rough life.
situation.
Yeah, that's well, Daddy's got a girlfriend. Well, and Mommy's got a girlfriend. No, different girlfriends.
Well, also they're always like, "Well, the kids don't know we're doing." It's like, no, the kids know.
No, they
Yeah,
totally
don't-
know.
Kids know. They don't know.
8-year-olds
Kids pick
know
up
a
on
bit.
stuff like
I
that.
remember being 8. You know quite a bit.
Hey,
that-
that couple, you got to sort that out.
you gotta figure it out.
You got to sort it out.
So that's gonna be the end of our Craigslist
That's it?
personals.
That was so abrupt.
What-
Do you guys want to have callers on the show ever? Because I feel like that could be funny.
I would love to have. It's really.
Do you
hard-
have a setup for that?
No, it's really hard to record phone audio.
No, there's a way to set it up through an app called Anchor, but the problem is
should-
no one would call in.
We should call
We
Brett.
tried.
yeah, I
Make
don't-
Brett call.
Getting
I'll do it.
getting good quality audio from a phone is like. Well, I mean, it basically requires them to have a nice setup that costs like $1,000.
Right.
I'm trying tomorrow.
What
I'm
if
going
we
to
did
try
it
to
on
do a
speaker?
podcast with my friend Sean, and in that podcast, we are going to. He's in Portland, and we're going to try to record a Discord call to the laptop, in which I use my nice mic and he uses whatever shitty mic he has, and see if
Right.
that works. The problem, I'd like to have both of us on separate audio tracks, so I can
Right.
if I talk over him, I can cut my audio so you can
Well,
only hear him.
if you ever need a caller, I'll call in for you if you want.
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to have you call in on all of my podcasts. So I'm recording about 4 times a week, and I just really need you to open up your schedule. Can you
Yeah,
quit
I
your
can do
job?
it. I'm not going to quit my job. I don't work at night.
Okay.
Like, you usually do these in the evening.
Well, I'm gonna need you to quit your
I'm
job.
not going to do that.
It's
Guys,
okay.
guys.
This is full time now.
We got a little bit of time left. Do you want to briefly talk about the Register Guard's picks for the best of, or Dan's top 5 surprises of Florida?
Well, Daniel, the Register Guard was recently purchased by a company that is known for purchasing newspapers and then getting rid of them. The Eugene Weekly and KEZI are covering it because the Guard won't. They've already started laying off people and cutting back on hours. And I just feel like it would be irresponsible to not talk about their best of Eugene.
I agree, especially since I really I have some disagreements on the picks, and I have some.
Oh, so they're already done?
Now, is this different from the the weekly best of Eugene?
Yes,
because I'm still upset about the Cafe Yum thing. Fuck you, Cafe Yum.
Register Guard will open up to chains as well as local restaurants.
Well, Cafe Yum's a chain.
No, I mean like Arby's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Let me ask you guys.
I could go for some Arby's right now. Was it 4 for $5? Let's get some of that.
What do you want to know? What type of restaurant do you want to hear the nominations for?
Give us some options.
Here's barbecue.
Sure. Yeah, give us barbecue. Why not?
I'm going to read them all at once, and then you guys tell me what you think.
Hole in the Wall and Bill and Tim's. Name a third barbecue place. I dare you.
Okay, so Dickie's Barbecue Pit, Hole in the Wall Barbecue, Tony's Barbecue, Chief's Brew House, and Bill and Tim's Barbecue and Tap House. Those are the nominations
40%.
for Best Barbecue.
I got 40%.
My vote would be Bill and Tim's. I like Bill and Tim's.
I would go for Bill and Tim's.
Me too. I think, you know what? I'm going to say this. Their sides are trash. And I actually know the chef who put their sides together, which is very confusing.
I like their sides.
Every
I
time
don't like
I've
their
had
chips.
one. Yeah, it's
never had the
embarrassing that a
chips.
$12 burger comes with chips. Like, just give me some fucking fries.
Yeah.
It's one of the best burgers I've ever had in town, but I don't get it because I don't want your goddamn chips.
We've talked about that before because we find the chips to be a cop out.
But the beans and the mac and cheese I also don't like, and I know this. I know the chef who put their menu together, and I don't think it's his fault. So I think they are applying his menu lazily, and that's embarrassing.
There's not a mac and cheese I don't like. Okay, so next
Well,
we're gonna.
have you had theirs?
I'm gonna try to get through these. We got
Go for it.
breakfast is up next. The nominations for best breakfast in Eugene according to Register Guard.
Now, are these? So, do they actually list the best one, or is this just
Register Guard basically
they just tell you the top 5?
A month or so prior, they have people write in who should be nominated, and then they have the nomination process, and they have the voting.
Okay, so these are just the nominations.
These are the nominations. The voting ends March 11th. So if
Okay,
you guys
that's
really
what
wanna,
I thought. Yes, I did vote a little bit.
I voted too. Best breakfast.
I did not.
So far, the nominations are
Braille's.
Off the Waffle, Glenwood,
Gross. Oh, I love Glenwood.
Braille's,
Okay,
Primetime Sports Bar and Grill, and the original
For
Pancake House.
breakfast?
I've never heard of Prime.
I've heard
There's-
Primetime in Springfield. Well, it's technically
There-
Have
Springfield.
you been there?
There is a bar and grill.
That's where Sarah goes all the time.
What's the bar and grill that's directly across from the Holt Center? From on
That's
the other.
the Docks Pad, is it?
Yeah, Doc's.
Yeah, they have like 1,000 different kinds of eggs Benedict.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. No, not sorry. That's the wrong one.
Omelets?
Other side.
Oh.
The like north side of the Holt Center.
Oh, the 6th Street Grill?
6th Street Grill.
Yeah.
They have like 1,000. I went there one time. I could not pick which eggs Benedict.
I had
there
a
were so
burger
many.
there once, so that's all I did.
I like 6th Street.
I could see a bar and grill having breakfast.
I've never had their breakfast. I'm
Recommend ish.
gonna read a few more of these. Would you guys? I'm gonna read a couple, and then you tell me which one you guys would prefer. I'm gonna say, burger, Chinese, family restaurant.
I'm a little curious about burger because I have some strong opinions about the bad burgers in Eugene. That's the cornucopia, not the one on 5th. The other
we
one is the
go.
worst burger
Well,
in Eugene.
you'll be happy to know that the one on 5th is nominated, as is Red Robin.
That's fine.
Northwest Burgers, Dickie Joe's, and Five Guys.
See, I don't like Dickie Joe's. I think they're trash.
Nice.
I like Northwest Burgers. I think they're
Where's
a little
Northwest
expensive.
Burgers?
It's at Fish Street Market.
Yeah, it's in that food hall thing.
Yeah, in the food court.
I love Northwest.
I think they're super
Never
friendly.
been
I always
there.
liked them a lot. When I worked at the candy store there, they always give me like a $3
You
discount.
worked at a candy store?
Yeah, when Goodies was there. Goodies is gone now. I don't. What was it? Sorry. Tell me the other burger place I don't like.
Red Robin.
Killer
Yeah,
Burger?
you know what? The last time I went to Red Robin, I was just really underwhelmed. I've historically loved it, but the last time I went, I was
Robin.
underwhelmed.
Yum.
It was embarrassed. They embarrassed themselves.
Listen, Red Robin, it's a chain, but I like their burgers.
I grew
and
up eating there.
They're unlimited steak fries with
Right.
unlimited
It's
dipping
good.
sauces. You can't go
It's
wrong
good
in that
shit.
department.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, yeah, I got to get the unlimited fries.
Of course, I would never give them best burger.
And
I
the
would
free
give that,
sundaes on your birthday.
Really?
Yep.
See, I see. That's where I'm torn. I love Five Guys and I love Bill and Tim's. I
And you
might
love
give
free stuff.
I might give Bill and Tim's best burger, but their sides are so trash. That's where I'm torn.
Not true.
I'm gonna give you another 3, and you guys
Give it to me.
I'm gonna have Cass choose this time. Pizza, Thai, or French fries.
Ooh.
That's a challenge. That's a tricky one.
Let's do French fries.
French
I'm
fries.
so glad. That's the one I wanted to. Because we talk about pizza all the time, and Thai all
We
kind
do.
of taste the
Yeah.
same. I
Well,
love it.
no, I was talking to Cass earlier.
I was gonna pick that because you said that earlier, but
because I hate Tasty Thai.
Oh no, Tasty Thai is trash. Were you the one who had food poisoning from Tasty Thai, or was that someone else?
No, we've had food poisoning.
A couple times. But are you because someone was like, "Oh, I can't do it. Record tonight. Food poisoning from Tasty Thai." I don't think that was you.
I just don't like Tasty Thai.
No, you know what? That was Nate. Nate was like, my first thing was gonna be like, "Hey, this is your yearly reminder not to eat at Tasty Thai." That was how I was gonna start the episode.
Here we go for French fries. The nominations are Dickie Joe's Burgers, Red Robin, Cornucopia on 5th, McMinimans, and Five Guys.
ooh.
Dickie Joe's.
I really
Red
like
Robin,
Red Robins.
McMenamins.
I like Five Guys, but they're so soggy. Cause
They are.
Like,
They are
just
kinda soggy.
throw them all in the bag.
This is my problem. The fry at Five Guys, they went from having a small and a medium, or a medium and a large. They added a third size. They got more expensive, and you get less. If you buy a large, it's like $6 or $5 or whatever, and it's not as many as it used to be. It's still a lot.
You don't need it. Like,
You don't need to buy
need
that.
any.
You
They
could
give
buy
you
a
so many.
small. They just
No, they
pour
don't
it
give.
all in
No,
the
that's what I'm
bag.
saying. They don't give you so many anymore. They have gotten very strict
Not the
with
one
the
in
fry
Springfield.
servings. Well,
The one
I
in
go to the one in
Springfield.
Eugene because that's the city I live in.
let's go
And the
ahead
name
and
of the
let's
show.
go ahead and each give our vote. I'm gonna give
It's
it to
not called What Up Springfield.
for French fries. I'm gonna give it to Cornucopia, not just because I like the people and know the people there, but I like their French fries a lot.
I honestly couldn't. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've had one of the burgers. I can't remember their fries.
Come to Drink and Draw every Monday at 9 p.m.
Mondays at 9. Sorry, I'm busy trying to hate myself and then go to bed for work on Tuesday.
Well,
Actually, I don't work. You know what? I don't work next Tuesday. I might come out on Monday.
What are you gonna give best fries for this?
What were my options?
Red Robin, Cornucopia, McMinimans, Five Guys, Dickie Joe's.
It's okay. It's between Five Guys and McMinimans. I like Five Guys better just because I eat there more often. But McMinimans, they do tots for this. Like they don't charge you more for tots, and they do the Cajun tots, which is like
Those aren't fries.
Those aren't fries.
I know they're better than fries.
No, okay, that yours doesn't
Those
count.
aren't fries.
Cass,
Okay,
what would
who
you
else
give?
gives you tots for like a free? Like they don't charge extra to just have tots instead, and they give you a good portion.
I think Cornucopia. All right, Cass, what's your fry?
Well, I really like Red Robin's fries because I
Join our
grew
Fry
up
of the
eating
Month
those.
Club.
Steak fry style.
But as far as local, because Red Robin's a chain, so I'm gonna dial it back to local. So that would be McMinimans and
McMinimans is a
Cornucopia.
chain too. There's like 100 of them.
yeah, but they're all in the Pacific Northwest, aren't they?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Washington, Portland.
I really like McMinimans, but it's the same kind of Five Guys where they're kind of flimsy and not. I like the crunchy fry, and I think that Cornucopia kind of delivers that
They
a
got
little
like the
bit
beer
better.
batter type.
Yeah, and
which is nice.
yeah, I like the fried like crispy
Give us
fry.
3.
So I'm gonna say
They're
Cornucopia.
soft and like juicy on the inside, but like crunchy on the
My
outside.
favorite kind of fry though is McDonald's, like when it's perfect.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's such a gamble every time you go there. It's like you never know if you're gonna get them
Yeah, the
like
South
stale
Eugene
or whatever.
McDonald's
It's bad.
can be a little underwhelming
Yeah.
sometimes.
How are we on time?
It's no Broadway. We have like 20 minutes, so
Oh,
we've
shoot.
got a good amount of
Do you
time.
want to keep going?
Yeah, give me 3 more subjects. Did Daniel
Daniel.
I'm gonna throw at you. I'm gonna give you
go for it? Give
romantic restaurant,
it to me. Ooh,
Mexican,
okay.
and Italian.
I can't name 3 Mexican restaurants in town. That's not true. I know of the location of 3 of them. Italian. Yeah, let me hear the best 3 Italian. Beppe and Gianni. What's that in one? Mozzi's. And didn't the Lucky Noodle, is that the Italian one that closed down? I always confuse the Lucky Noodle and the Noodle Bowl. Noodle Bowl. Lucky Noodle is the Korean one. Noodle Bowl closed down.
Neither of those are Italian. Though.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, one of them
what?
was Italian. Wasn't it? The
No,
fancy,
no,
like
no.
the super... I
No,
thought it was...
one was Chinese and one was Korean, or one was like fusion and the other one was
Okay,
Korean.
well, I had Italian tasting pasta at the one that went away.
That's probably why they
Are you thinking of
closed.
the Noodle Company, which is over near the mall?
No, it was on Fish Street.
Okay.
It was
All right.
like on the other side of the block that the Cornucopia is on.
All right, here are the Italian nominations for Register Guard. We got Olive Garden. You may have heard of it.
Oh Jesus!
Wow.
That's what I'm saying about the
Unlimited breadsticks.
Pastini, which is on Oakway apparently.
Okay.
Pastini.
Okay, on Oakway.
You have Mozzi's, you have Beppe and Gianni's Trattoria, and you have Ambrosia.
Oh, I didn't know Ambrosia was Italian.
It is. It's good
Yeah,
too.
I never actually
It's
been.
good. Yeah.
Very nice ambiance. I wonder if that's in the romantic.
Very.
category,
That's
too.
an anniversary or date restaurant, as is
Rye.
Beppe and Gianni's.
Or
Rye's
Rye is
good,
a
yeah.
good date restaurant. I haven't been there before.
It's expensive.
It is
How,
expensive.
my
how
review.
expensive? Like per
Like,
plate?
It's expensive
20
per
to 30.
Oh,
It's not like crazy.
Yeah.
I'd say it's
that's-
expensive relative to the portion.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like one of those places where you get like bacon wrapped dates, like 5 of them, and that's like $11.95.
That's what Belly used to do.
Certainly the appetizers are. I wouldn't order an appetizer
Sounds
there.
good.
You know what I mean? Like you're already going to spend $100.
But if
Don't buy the appetizers.
to be fair though, if you're going on a romantic date, do you really want to be super full? I mean, considering what might happen after that.
Well, yeah. So okay. Or here's the thought: go to Tabar Inn and buy their appetizers. I'll say it.
Yeah, but then you got.
He did say that.
But then they got the curry hole after that. As much as I love curry,
the curry hole. What does that mean?
You know,
like you're on the toilet?
I think it's the shits.
Now,
That's
guys,
never happened to me. Does that happen to you when you eat curry? Curry?
Are you eating spicy
Daniel?
curry?
and sometimes when the curry's extra spicy,
Do we need to address
Daniel,
something?
Here's a weird thought. Try ordering pad thai. It's super delicious.
George likes the spice. Well, here's the thing, guys. These are restaurants, but Register Guard's best of isn't limited to that.
Now, what are the romantic ones?
I want to
I'm
hear,
curious now.
just real quick.
Romantic.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can
See how
agree.
many I've been to.
I'm curious about the date restaurants.
I'm a passionate man, and I've
Are
been
you
to
passionate for romance?
passionate. Here are the nominations for romantic.
Well, let's get those nominations. Coming up at number 1.
Well, no, you're saying
Number
that's
3
number
or
one.
4, yeah.
Although,
Oh wait, they're not voted yet. So you
In
didn't
no
know.
particular order, number 1.
it is a little bit bullshit because on Register Guard
Yeah.
they can have the featured one
Okay.
that has its own picture in the list. So people
They probably paid
Coming
more.
up at number featured.
exactly they pay for it. It's a little bit bullshit. But here we have Ambrosia,
Okay.
Cafe
Knew it.
Soraya, Excelsior in Ristorante,
Oh, I've heard of Excelsior. I've never heard the
yes.
whole title.
That's by
before.
Uvo.
Marché,
Okay.
Beppe,
Okay.
and Beppe and Johnny's.
Wow, I haven't been to any of those except for Ambrosia.
Oh, you should go to Beppe and Gianni's. It's the only good one on the list.
Oh,
Have you been to Cafe Soraya?
I haven't. No.
Cafe Soraya is good.
I just
There's
judged
no
the
romance
rest
in
of
my
the list.
life.
You know where Ski's Berg Shop is on?
Yes. Oh, it's the one across the street.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been there before.
It's very
You mean
nice.
Berg
Yeah.
Ski Shop? Ski's Berg Shop is a very confusing name for a place.
Skis.
Berg Shop.
What would
That's
you guys
it's
get?
called.
You know what's missing from here is
Give
the
it to me.
vintage, a little more affordable. But
I
very
really
romantic.
like that place
Yeah.
a lot, and they have. I went there a couple birthdays ago for brunch, and I had some awesome crepes and mimosas. Or what's the peach? Bellini?
Yeah, Bellini.
Bellini.
Peach Bellini,
Oh
yeah.
my god,
Huh.
it's so good.
You know, I've always seen that place and the sign that says crepes in giant text that I've never been in.
It's so good.
No, it's really good.
So good.
If you got a first date, go to vintage.
Oh,
It-
yeah.
Or
I'll
or
put
a
that on my
morning
list.
or a morning after
If-
eyebrow waggle.
Oh, if this Craigslist thing works out,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take all your 5 ladies you find
Yeah.
to the
Well,
vintage.
if I had to choose most romantic out of this, I might go Ambrosia just because Beppe and Gianni's is incredibly romantic, but it can
It's
get
busy.
very busy.
It's busy.
It can get
Yeah,
very
it's a busy
Where-
place.
Where Brett and I went for our first 2 or 3 Valentine's days, we went to the the Valley River Inn restaurant. I can't remember what it's called.
I've never been there. Is it good?
I've
It's
never been there either.
terrible. It's
Why
the
did you
food.
go
The
3
food's
times in a row?
The food's okay because it was funny to us. So
Yeah.
like every older couple, like mid 40s something, like that are trying to keep their lives together. Like the last time we went, we were next to this couple. It was like, I recommended this book to my coworker. It was just like really awful
Oh,
banter, like, and we were both wasted because we went to the Roadhouse first, or Texas
Texas
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
We got a giant margarita, so we were like plastered by the time we sat down to eat, and we were just giggling, like upsetting everyone around us.
that's
It was really
great.
fun, but
Is it the type of place that they go there and it's like, a lot of people don't know there's a restaurant here, but it's really, it's a
kind
good
of,
price.
yeah, a little bit, and they're always busy, and it was like the service was crap every time, just because like there's so much happening, so all the servers are trying to do their job, and it's no offense to them,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's
Well,
just way too much happening.
You heard it here first. And we don't call out people on this show as often as we should, and we're going to do that more in season 3.
true.
You do though.
As often
every
as
day
we,
of your life.
as often as we should. If you have you heard a part of the art? We call people out a lot harder on a part of the art. But we're calling out the Valley Inn River Restaurant. Whatever your name is, you suck.
You guys aren't.
Your
even
service is bad, and
No,
it's the
they're-
waiter's fault.
They brought the first time we went, I bought a bottle of wine and brought it to the table.
I've
I've never
never
done
done
that
that.
before, and I was really excited. It wasn't a lot. It was like a $15, $20 bottle, but they brought the bucket with the ice. And I was
Can I
like,
have your finest
I feel like
yellowtail?
such an adult.
Nice.
Yeah, so
I'll have to do that someday.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Do you guys want best
Yes.
deli / sandwich shop, or
No.
best family restaurant, or best lunch bargain?
I'm curious about the lunch bargain
Yeah, let's
myself.
do that one.
I know you sons of bitches. We're gonna choose
It's because
that one.
I live next to 4 fucking sandwich shops. I know which
Don't
one's
call my
best.
mom a bitch, Daniel.
What, Barry's?
Metropole.
Have you been to Barry's?
I have. I wouldn't call that a sandwich shop. I go there to get the
I
bialys.
live right next to it.
And you've never had it, right?
No, I have.
Oh, what'd you get there?
I don't remember.
You know what I ordered? I actually went recently
We
for the
get
first time in
coffee
years.
from there sometimes because they have Stumptown, and I like.
I know they're carb heavy
Uh-huh.
because it's a Jewish deli,
Right.
but you got to have a bialy.
You gotta have a
You gotta
Beyond.
get a Knish.
I think
Now,
we got a
look,
bear claw and a Danish one time, and I loved it. It was really good.
Their pastries
I
are
ordered
so
an
good.
onion bialy, and all they had left was plain, and I was a little disappointed because the onion ones have a little more flavor.
What time did you get there?
I don't know, like 4 o'clock. I was just like walking by
That's like
randomly.
when they close. You got to get there before noon.
So you want me to wake up before noon and walk?
Wait, you
to a
don't?
cafe?
You don't usually wake up before noon.
Lars is a vampire. All
Look,
right.
there's a lot of stuff you're asking me to do right now.
Okay, so your nominations.
I'm trying to podcast for a living, not get up early for a living.
Wait,
Excuse
didn't
me.
I have a beer in front of me? Did someone take it?
Oh, do you want it?
Yeah, there's also 3 more of these shitty beers. You can
My
open a new
Ginger
one.
Ninja's gone.
I'm on the diet bet. If any of you,
Daniel, you just reminded me.
if
I
any of
shouldn't be
you are out
drinking
there,
this.
you guys should
No, there's
download
probably
the
no
diet
calories. There's no
Oh,
fucking
there's
flavor.
definitely a lot of carbs in this.
Okay. Well,
All right,
that's weird that carbs don't have flavor in them.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna go
It's
next
terrible.
with the best lunch bargain. Here are the nominations:
Uh-huh.
Mezzaluna,
Yes.
Hands down.
a burrito boy,
Oh yeah.
Cafe 440. I'm doing this in the native languages of.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
native
Look,
languages.
it's well established that Dan is racist. So
Tasty
it's,
Thai
normally we do racism on Tuesdays, but Wednesday, whatever. You do
and
you.
Cafe Yum. 'Cause
Cafe
that's clearly for
Yum.
white people.
Okay.
I hate Cafe Yum
Oh,
a lot.
Also, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've always hated it.
By the way,
We
I
have-
actually still have my free Cafe Yum coupon from the beer fest.
it expires
Ah,
today.
Really?
I was wondering. I knew it
Fuck.
expired soon.
God damn
We
it.
used ours last night.
Oh, what?
Because you know what?
Look
I
at
was
that.
looking at it and I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I was like, oh, it expires in like a week. I'm not going to use this.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take me a couple months to get there. And I'm going to
Shit.
try to use my coupon when I do.
The
And
first,
it's turning 9 o'clock now. They all
yeah,
close at
the
9.
first 2 times I
Fuck
went, I got
me.
the chicken skewers. Both times they were really dry and terrible.
And they're like $5 too.
Yes, and the third time I went,
Mm.
I got a bouillon bowl because I like bouillon. I thought, you know what, this is
Bouillon.
a safe bouillon.
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 I say
I got
bouillon.
a bouillon bowl,
Like,
and it was literally 100% bouillon, and I could not eat it. And I don't throw away food, and I threw this away. It was so bad.
Are you talking about like the little flavor packs for making soup?
Yes.
Merci.
Chicken.
Did they give you
chicken
like
bouillon.
a whole
That's
cube
what
of bouillon?
it tasted. 100% bouillon and just rice, basically.
Wow.
It was really not great. And
By the way,
that was the one on Green Acres by Guitar Center.
cooking
Long ago.
Cooking on What Up Eugene, fun fact, if you're making rice, throw a bouillon cube in there. It might add some flavor. Don't do it for a single portion. Do it for a whole pot of
Oh
rice.
yeah.
So it's safe to say you guys aren't going to vote for Cafe Yum.
No.
It is
What
safe.
are other
But
options?
here
Mezzaluna.
your other options: Mezzaluna, Burrito Boy, Cafe 440, Tasty Thai. I don't know why the fuck Cafe 440 is on a lunch bargain.
I feel like the only reason Burrito Boy is because they're downtown, because Burrito
Where's-
Amigos is clearly better.
Where's Cafe 440?
Oakway Center.
What do they do?
They do fancy lunches.
Fancy lunch. Not bargain
Do
lunches.
they have like a sweet bento box? Or like what?
It's like a place you take a client.
Oh.
I would never go there.
So
I don't
maybe
have
it's
clients.
a bargain in that context, but
Maybe.
you know.
I'm gonna say not Tasty Thai because I hate them.
Yeah, they're trash.
I didn't know Mezzaluna had a lunch bargain.
I don't think they do. I think just like
just
$3
a
for a
bargain.
slice and like $5 for a salad is a good deal. Whatever they charge.
In that case, I'm gonna say Burrito Boy. If these are our only options, and these are some pretty
Because
heavy
Burrito Boy
options.
actually has like a burrito and a soda lunch combo.
Yeah.
Burrito boy.
It's like $4 or something.
I love it a lot.
I just like Burrito Amigos so much better. Burrito Amigos has the torta game going, and they got the papitas with the chipotle sauce. Oh, I love Burrito Amigos. And Burrito Boy closes at like 2 p.m. and Burrito Amigos is up until like 10. So
The downtown one does?
yeah, it closes so early. It says it closes at 5, but I've been there at like noon and it's been
Like,
closed.
where is everyone?
Like, I just want a
I need my
burrito.
burrito.
Let me in.
Let me in.
gonna
I'll
throw
cook
you
it
guys-
myself.
I'll throw you guys a curveball here, and
Give
let's
it
make
to me.
this the last one.
Yeah, and then I think
And then
we
we're
have
gonna
one other
switch
thing.
to something else.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
do a little switcheroonie.
little switch.
This is places for drinks, so we can do
Oh.
coffee, drink after work, or let's just make those our only options.
Drink after work.
Sure, I'll go for it. I'll
We're
settle
gonna
on drink
end
after work.
for drink after work, and the nominations are
Jameson.
the Gridiron Grill and Tap House.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no.
Apparently, that's on Main Street in Springfield.
Hard pass. Yeah,
Oh.
it's in Springfield. Hard
This
pass.
is What Up Eugene, so we're just gonna.
Yeah, this is
We're
not called What Up
disgraced by
Springfield.
that one.
Okay, so the other nominations are the Beer Stein, Hop Valley, Primetime Sports Bar,
That's
and-
in Springfield too.
and someplace called B2 Bar and Grill.
I haven't. Well, that's weird.
I've never heard of
A
that
lot
one.
of the places I would think would be on there.
I want to hear the coffee ones. The only thing I have to say about the beer ones, I like the Beer Stein. I feel like their sandwiches have gotten more expensive. It's like $12 at this point for a sandwich, which is a lot. but they're always so busy. I just don't. I never
Yeah.
want to go. Every time people
Yeah,
are like
same.
beer stein, I'm like it's. And I remember when it was on 11th, when it was in that tiny little shack before they upgraded.
Yeah.
And it was
It's
fucking
where
sweet.
it's where the cannery is.
Yeah, where the
now.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm just. I mean, I'm not mad that they're successful, but like, fuck everyone who's
That's-
going to the beer stein since they moved.
It's weird that there's not like we went for
There should be
drinks
competition or
after work,
something.
like at Cold Fire Brewing a while ago. That was really good. The beer garden's really good
The
for
beer
after
garden?
work.
don't-
Tacovore is a good place.
I will say I've only had 1 or 2 drinks at the beer garden. The food is
Yeah.
excellent. The selection is excellent. I feel like the drinks are a little expensive. You know, isn't
Yeah, a
that like
little
$5 to $7 for a beer or cider, which is a lot.
Yeah.
But the servers are really nice. They try to find something that fits your flavor profile.
But I guess after work drinks, I mean, to me, feels like maybe 1 or 2 drinks. It's
Yeah,
not like you're
just
getting
like
shit
a
faced because
beer,
it's
right.
usually during the week, if or maybe Friday.
I'm just,
but,
I'm surprised that the kind of divier places that aren't here, like a Jackalope or the Wetlands is cleaner now. But like the Wetlands, how's the
I
Wetlands
love
not on
the
or
here?
even like
Wetlands.
Killer Burger has a great bar, right?
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
actually good food. So
trying to think of where
I think
else.
this is an older crowd because it's the Register Guard. So anyone who's nominating at the Register Guard is like,
I don't like to see all those millennials having their fun.
no.
what are they doing at the beer stein? Let's hear the coffee ones and we'll move into whatever other Eugene stuff.
Oh,
you
we're gonna
had
do
for us.
coffee. Okay.
Yeah, because
Let's-
the beer one kind of dropped the ball.
Let's do it.
Okay, coffee.
Give it to me.
You know, if Quick Fix isn't on here, I don't even give a fuck.
Yeah, you know, I got my punch card. I'm at 8 punches right now. I'm trying to get to that 10 punches.
South Eugene
They do
represent.
not
Okay.
have a. I wish they were Dutch Bros so I can order a 9-11.
Speaking of Dutch Bros, that's on the list. So is
Classic.
Allen Brothers, Starbucks, Nana's Cafe,
Starbucks
and
is
Vero
on there.
Espresso.
Doesn't Starbucks have
Excuse me,
enough?
Sorry, Vero.
What? Yeah. Okay.
Well, you know what? That's all disappointing. They're all like chains for garbage coffee. For some reason, I thought they would be like high quality,
that
like
place on
sit down
11th?
coffee.
It's not.
Well, there's a
hell's
couple.
it
Dutch
Oh, the
Bros.
one next to Aqua
Aqua
Serene?
Serene, yeah.
That's the.
I've been there before and I really liked it.
They're called like the Coffee Bean or something like that, or the Coffee Grind. I forget.
Damn
I
it.
think the place. I don't know
I'm
what
gonna
they're
look
called.
it
But
up.
the
Again,
place,
this is old people, so
the
they're
place
like,
by the
"We're
Mug of Choice
Starbucks."
on 29th is pretty good. They do a Nutella crepe. So
Ooh.
29th.
the one just right next to Market Choice between the Fat Food Place and Planet Burrito Planet.
Oh, 16 tons.
16 tons.
They do coffee? I didn't know that. Coffee Plant Roaster is what I was thinking of. On
Oh,
11th.
yeah. They have good design.
It's beautiful in there. They have like a. Actually, Tyler Drought's wife's sister did the chalk art on the wall in there.
No way.
Yeah, she's really awesome.
What
Artist.
is our following subject, Dan?
Well,
'Cause
I want to say I would vote Allen Bros. I've
vote
been there
for
a while,
Allen
but I
Bros?
like Allen Bros.
I
Out,
don't-
out of my options.
Oh,
I
is
haven't
that
been to
the
that.
one downtown?
Yeah, like by
Next
Good Earth or
to
whatever.
Oak Street
Next to-
Village and
Next to the prison.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
there's
what I was
also
thinking.
one here,
Oh,
right next to the Burrito Boy
Oh yeah.
in South Eugene.
The Burrito Amigos,
On-
and this,
off
and this
of
is,
Hilliard.
and this is my point. Burrito Amigos is better, but you called it Burrito Boy just then.
we're all burrito boys.
Hey,
Burrito
I want
Amigos
to do a little shout out to that strip over there in South Eugene. I think it's off of
by
Hilliard.
Sundance.
You
Yeah,
have
yeah.
Evolution Gaming, a video game shop. They have an Indian restaurant. You have Burrito Boy.
You've got
or Amigos.
D
It's Amigos.
Mart. Never forget D Mart.
D Mart, and you also have Allen Bros. It's a
You
good.
have. Oh, you already mention Humble Bagel? I'm not a huge fan.
Oh,
I think their bagel sandwiches are like $10, and
well,
that's a little too
the
much.
Farmer's Surprise Breakfast, whatever, is
I
is
miss
good.
coffee so much.
Drink coffee.
I can't.
recommend 5 stars.
No, they give me migraines now. It's bullshit.
Moving on to your other subjects, Daniel.
Well,
What are we talking about today? I'm pausing for time while Daniel talks.
Well,
I've got a
how are we
couple-
at time? Well, I feel like we're way over.
We're hitting.
No, we're
getting
doing
to that
fine.
1:30 mark, but I thought you had one more quick subject, and if you don't, we can do some
let me see what I got.
plugs.
I think I have some sort of stomach virus.
You had something that was
else?
like you had like local
What?
news. Was that what it was?
Your Florida thing.
Florida.
Oh, your 5
yeah.
Florida things.
We're gonna end it on Florida, guys.
All right, make this quick.
I went to Florida.
Oh,
Okay, I was
Okay.
I was at Florida for a week, and it was like Eastern Florida toward the Gulf of Mexico side. And let me tell you guys, it was warm. It was in the 80s. And here are the 5 things that surprised me about Florida in that area. Number one, not as openly racist as I thought they'd be.
wow. Hey, that's a
That's good news.
plus for them.
I didn't experience any racism. Then again, I didn't talk to many people outside of my family.
You are one of the whitest people I've ever seen.
Oh, speaking of white, Florida is that area. I didn't see hardly
Blinding.
one black person.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like Eugene.
Yeah.
Well, I just mean like as far as I don't know if you personally will be getting racismed on. You know what I mean? Like
Because
Racism.
everyone there's all like leathered up and sunburnt.
Well, I just
They knew we
you're
were.
like I was walking around. No one called me the N-word. I didn't hear that once.
Everyone knew we were out of town. From out of town.
You
How did
probably
they
didn't look like
know?
you owned the
'Cause
beach.
Did you ask?
Because of how pale we were.
And also because he's
Like
not
comparison.
170 years old.
But what if you just use the SPF?
I did.
Is that not something people do?
They don't do it there because everyone there is old and it's kind of like
like
skin cancer,
it's
whatever.
God's waiting room.
It's honestly there's a lot of they don't recycle or anything. It's a lot of like people are
They don't-
unhealthy and they're old but they're unhealthy.
They
and
don't
know why.
recycle.
No.
So I had a
Or they recycle but they don't do can returns.
I had an
so they don't care.
ex-coworker whose parents lived in a gated community in Florida, and she told me that gated, like severely gated to the point where it had its own grocery store, its own movie theater, like inside of this gated community, so they don't leave.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
because they hate having outsiders. Like it was a really weird culture.
That's all I saw. It was like
Yeah.
all gated communities. And
That's
this
so
was
strange
this was in
to me.
Sarasota area.
Yeah.
But okay, but so now when you say gated community, you mean like, but for people who can't afford a country club, right? Like it's
It's-
like
no, you
it's like
live
the
there.
middle class version of country clubs,
It's
right?
it's all old people or like rich families that
Yeah.
they live in these like really fancy expensive things where they pay lots of fees to have everything taken care of for them.
Oh,
But they're
good for
paying
them.
well, yeah, but they're being taken advantage of. All the old
Well.
people. They're like, I get to have this meal.
Well, even some places in Eugene, like my uncle used to live in a cul-de-sac over by Winco, where they had a homeowners association. You either had to take care of your lawn by the tee, like they had like a whole packet of this is how your lawn needs to look,
Yeah.
or you would pay someone monthly to do it for you. Like those were your choices, and it's like really crazy, like Nazi stuff. like your flowers can't be unwatered, like they need to look good. They need to
God.
look like everyone else's house on the cul-de-sac.
I'm a little worried that the place we're living at now is part of that.
Let's.
I don't think so. I mean, I think you would have known that before now.
I hate to cut you guys off. This is a really excellent conversation. We need to speed through your
We're
top
gonna
five.
speed through. Okay, ready? Number 2, the water tastes like garbage.
Classic Florida.
Because Florida, whatever they get their water from, their source is sulfuric, and it literally smells and tastes like farts.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, I mean anything
awful.
that's not Eugene water is probably trash. I'll say it.
No, this is extra bad. I'm not a bottled water person, but we only drink bottled water.
Sure,
Wow.
go for it. Number 3.
Number 3, Checkers is a chain that's over on the East Coast, and I heard about it. It's like a Wendy's for the East Coast.
I'm
okay.
sorry, it's not the game with like chess
No.
for morons.
It's called Checkers or Rallies, kind of like Carl's Jr. or Hardee's.
okay.
Oh, gotcha.
No, that's because Hardee's is a pile of trash. They're not at all.
I
they're
thought we
not-
were speeding through this, Lars.
No, you don't bring up Hardee's and not have me. Oh, you
Wait.
got thick burgers? Let me ask you this:
Let's
where
put
are
on the
your
brakes.
good burgers?
Let's put on the brakes
Checkers.
for Lars to have a Hardee's ranch.
I would like to.
Checkers is pretty good.
It's not the same. The only thing that's the same is the font and the logo. Graphic design wise, they're the same. Flavor wise, Hardee's is shit.
Looks like I forgot to delete something, so
Give me
this
number
is the only
4.
appliances Mr. Appliance from last week. So I guess we only have 4 things. The last one is, I just gotta say, guys, fly Delta, because Delta does it right.
Have you never tried Southwest? Don't they give you 2 free checked bags still? Delta,
Southwest-
like your first checked bag's $35.
They give you these things, they call them like pretzel type sticks. They're just these
Oh,
salty
it
shits.
was bad. I went to the last
I'm
business trip
sorry.
I went.
Did Delta give you cookies?
Delta gave us more than that. Delta constantly went around with water and coffee. After the like initial food thing, they're just constantly going around like every 15 minutes, like with a water or a coffee tray.
That's bullshit, because when I went to LA for my business trip, like back in last May, I flew Southwest. And I had a weird experience. It wasn't because of the flight itself. It was the person I was sitting next to. That's
Classic.
a different story. But they gave me pretzels and water. And I think you had to pay extra for soda, which I was like, what?
The fuck?
Like,
Yeah.
okay. And then on the way back, I got it's like some cookie thing
Oh yeah, I've had the cookies before.
and water. But that was it.
Sounds like you were in the
That's weird. 'cause
steerage of the
I've,
ship.
Yeah.
I've only ever had bad experiences on Delta and United. And isn't Delta in the United family now?
When was the
They're
last
all-
time you flew Delta?
3-4 years ago. I mean, it was like a Delta to the United. I think because aren't they the same family? I think they're.
I think that Delta Alaska. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Point is,
Well, Alaska's definitely the United family.
let me just tell you, built-in screen into the headrest thing
Yeah.
Ooh.
with over 100 movies to choose from.
Oh, I did not get
None
any
of
movie
which
choices.
you physical pay for. New movies, classic old
What the
movies.
fuck?
There's
were you on a-
games.
how big was the plane you were on?
This
Were
is
you on a
just-
747?
I don't know.
Was it like 5 wide or 7 wide?
It doesn't-
How
Anyway.
many? No, was there a middle aisle?
I think it's just the times have changed. It's been 4 years since you've flown on Delta.
I don't think that's true.
But I flew this last year, and there
yeah.
was
I think
four
this is
Delta.
seats.
You get
So it's
nicer
2 and 2.
You get nicer stuff on the huger planes, which makes sense if you were flying all the way to Florida. Was it in one trip, or did you have multiple
No,
landings?
we had like 2 or
Stuff in
3
the rest?
layovers. Yeah.
But let me ask you this: this is important. Was there a middle aisle? Like, was it 7 seats wide?
No.
Oh, so you're on like a smaller
So
plane.
I'm saying it's been a few years
Because
since
I've had TVs on every chair, but I've never had like
Yeah.
3 movies. It's like whatever they're playing. So I just watch my shit on my laptop.
No.
I've
Yeah,
had the
back in the
Boingo
day-
Wi-Fi a couple
Yeah,
times.
back in the day, they just gave you a movie. Because when I went to
Yeah.
Costa Rica in 2000, I think it was before September 11th, they played Sea Spot Run on the way down, which was a terrible movie, and then they played Heartbreakers on the way back,
Wow. See,
which was also a terrible movie.
I got to
so-
watch a bunch of like new movies that I always wanted to see. They have games on there, and you can play the games and invite other people from other seats to play with you.
That's so
Wow.
cool.
You can watch an interactive map of your plane, and there's other stuff you can do. You can listen to radio. I didn't even bother or watch TV.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
every plane has
That
radio,
is so
Dan.
cool.
Don't act like the radio special.
Mine didn't.
Also, they go around
Mine
with
didn't to LA.
they go with brand new sealed packages of earbuds, complimentary. You don't have to
They're
pay for them.
complimentary. They want $5.
They're just like, do you
That's
want earplugs to enjoy the
bullshit.
flight?
Fuck you. Wait,
And-
earplugs or earbuds?
Earbuds.
Earbuds.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Dan. We are out of time.
The seats are so comfortable now. I bought
Were
a
you
neck,
in first class? You
I
son
bought
of
a
a
neck
bitch.
pillow. I don't even need it.
Did you pay for first class?
No, this is just planes-
not economy.
The planes are doing it right now.
You know what happened to me? I had an enormous man
You know what
who
happened?
was pushing me up against the window. He told me, my wife just gave birth to our son. This is the only child that I've had with her that I haven't been there for the birth.
That he didn't
He
eat?
started crying on my shoulder.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he's like, I need some alcohol.
Hey.
Bought like 3 of the Jack Daniels, like baby alcohols, downed
Sure.
them all real quick. And I was like, oh, Jesus. Then he kept trying to talk to me. He's like, what's that over there? Is that the ocean? He kept pointing at shit. I was like,
my God.
stop talking to
Did
me.
you guys have USB chargers in built in
no,
your seats?
none of
I've
that.
had that on Bolt Plus.
I just
before.
had a chair. That's all I had.
They also had a little Wi-Fi thing, and you can connect to their airplane's Wi-Fi and use the Facebook Messenger app to message
What
people
the
down
fuck
on.
kind of plane were you on?
This
I
is
think
just
I was
Delta
in.
now.
This is
I
some
was
future
in.
bullshit.
Yeah, I was in a different dimension. I think
Yeah.
when I was
That's
on
all I
that
got.
I'll tell you
Southwest
what.
flight.
Speaking of oceans and different dimensions, if you think you had a bad flight, the people on Malaysia Airlines 370 had a bad flight. That's the one that went missing. They never found it. We're done
That's a
with our
little
show.
inappropriate. Line.
Jesus Lord. So you're gonna complain about the barn light not having the right gin, but then I say something about a plane. You're like, people have died.
People have died, Kassidy.
It's bullshit.
Their families will never know if it was a terrorist attack or the pilot fell asleep. No one will ever know.
I feel sorry for those families too.
They're
It
still-
doesn't
by the
change
way-
the fact that a grown man cried on me on a plane. So
You should name your memoirs that. A grown man cried on me on a plane. There it is. We are wrapping up for time, not for lack of enjoyment. Social media. Let's talk about that. I committed Lars in the Studio everywhere. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. I made a page. It's on Instagram. It's on SoundCloud. It's on Spreaker. You can hear this show in SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, whatever. You can't hear it on Spotify because they're assholes. Fuck you, Spotify.
I think we can finally do the thing that all the professional podcasters do now, and they go, find us wherever you find your podcast.
Yeah, literally, unless you're one of the millions, plural, of people who listen to podcasts on Spotify, you can find us wherever you find your podcast. And look, if you're using one of those special players where you input the RSS link, whatever, you're so cool. We have RSS links. Go to Spreaker. It's there. You get it. You just insert it wherever you want. It's cool. I've started new shows. I've started 2 new shows. I've started a show called Moving Forward, which is the name of other shows, so I'm going to come up with a better show, but it's a solo podcast. It's just me talking about my own personal life and whatever and whatever and whatever. It's great. I listened to 2 albums I did not think I was going to like, and surprise, I may have liked better than I thought. I'm going to talk about them next week. That's Yeezus by Kanye West. Never heard that before. And the other one is Nevermind by Nirvana. I'd never actually heard either of those albums all the way through. And we're going to talk about them, just me and you, on Moving Forward. The other ones, we haven't actually started yet, but we're recording tomorrow. It's a Magic-themed podcast called Counter Tap Bounce Draw. You'll know what that means if you play Magic the Gathering.
I thought you were just talking about magic.
No.
Rabbits out of the hat.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about Magic the Gathering. Counter Tap Bounce Draw.
Aw.
Look forward to that. Probably you'll find it on SoundCloud and Spreaker because it's not in Google Play yet. Daniel Koss. Dan Koss.
That's the name.
On Instagram.
On
At
Instagram.
Dan Koss. KOSS. You should do it twice.
Also, you can find me at Cornucopia every Monday.
Monday at 9, drinking
9.
raw. And hey, weird thought. I might go. I probably won't, but I technically have Tuesday off this week. It's just like a random
Monday.
Tuesday. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What I
okay,
mean is
okay.
I don't mind staying out super late and
If
drinking.
Lars
on a Monday
goes,
night.
I'll go.
If
All right.
Kassidy goes,
Wait, so now it's on me. I'll go.
Cool.
I'll do it.
I'm
You know
excited
what? I'll
now.
do it because I like to draw
didn't-
and I like to see Daniel and I like the cornucopia. I like their fries. I mentioned that
hold on.
earlier.
I only said if Kassidy goes. I didn't say I would go.
Oh
I did
my
not finish
God.
that.
My last bit of promotion is the Register Guard voting does close March 11th.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we're going to get another episode out, but I want to say for the Thai category, do not vote for anything but Tasty Thai. And that's all I got to say about
Yeah,
that.
and this is your yearly. We're at the end of February. This is your yearly reminder. Do not eat at Tasty Thai unless you want
Thai.
food poisoning. Tasty Thai
Tasty Thai.
is bad for you and your stomach, and it's fine for your wallet. It's actually fairly cheap.
All right, Cass, what do you got?
All right. So I've mentioned my other social media accounts before. My name is Kassidy Zuniga on most things except for Snapchat, which I'm starting to use more often, which is KAZZZIDY. That's my username. So
Find her on
find me
Snapchat.
because I've been posting a lot of shit about cats and things I'm watching on TV and reviews of awful movies.
Our
I've been
first
watching.
Snapchat promo. I like it.
Yeah. So you might want to go check that out and see what I'm doing.
I'm
What's
sorry.
my life?
Kim Kardashian tweeted that she doesn't like Snapchat, and so I really can't be. I can't be seen in
That
public.
makes me like it even more.
Yeah, well, it made the stock fall 1.5 billion, and that I think is the end of our show.
Goodbye.
I didn't know you guys were gonna do that. Did you guys practice this together? That's so fucked up. Whatever.
Right, let's try it again.
No,
1, 2,
no, I don't
3.
want to be
Ready?
part of it now.
Goodbye.
Oh, she's got her opera singing skills over here. That's fancy. The show is over. Thanks for listening. We'll see you again
Bye,
next time.
everyone.
Bye.
And,
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 Bye.
and,